And we are live. Hey, how is it going? I need to bring up my other screen so I can see. All right, looks like we have a few people in here. I am drinking Eagle Rare right now. So if you can, pop in the chat. Let me know what you have in the glass. 500 subscribers. Cheers. I have had this setting here uh, opening up a little bit. I know Whiskey Nose is supposed to be joining me. I sent him the link. I do not see him in the basement just yet, but when he shows up, we will bring him up. Got a lot of stuff planned for tonight, but at 8 o'clock, we are going to start taking names for a drawing, and we're going to be giving stuff away. And I know on the thumbnail I put out, I said a nosing kit, and I'll show it to you. It's right here. I got it all prepped and set up. It's all these little canisters right here from left to right. There are 24 aromas that are, hey, Teresa, that are and grilling and chilling with Mojo and Crazy Ann in the house. Welcome, welcome. So the nosing kit will include new oak, toasted oak, pine, corn, apricot, leather, coffee, tobacco, licorice, mint, herbal tea, clove, black pepper, cinnamon, chocolate, butterscotch, honey, toffee, vanilla, maple syrup, cherry, apple, raisin, and rose. So, not for human consumption. I wouldn't drink out of the nosing kit. It does contain a small amount of alcohol in it because you want to have the aromas with the alcohol. But the flavor, I poured them up, built them up, and let them sit there. And even one day later, the aroma was out of this world. Oji-san, hey, how's it going, man? Again, if you're late, I have Eagle Rare in the glass right now. I'm going to be giving away the nosing kit, which is on the shelf right here behind me. But I'm also going to be doing two more giveaways after the nosing kit. Mm. But we will talk about that later. So if you don't win on the first spin, stick around. But what we'll do is I'm going to have someone joining me at before 8 o'clock. She's going to come on. She's going to load the names on the wheel, and it's one entry per person on the stream in the chat watching. And once you win the one prize, you get removed from the wheel. So there's no, don't try to throw money at me to get more places on the wheel. It's one. There's no money involved. And please share the stream out. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Crazy Ann. And hopefully, Whiskey Nose will be joining me here. Oh, my dad's on. Hey, cheers. I have Eagle Rare. What do you have? I know you're drinking something. Aha, here we go. I'm going to bring up Whiskey Nose and add him to this stream. Everybody, please welcome Whiskey Nose.
Hey everybody, how you doing, brother?
All right, man. How are you?
Oh man, great day, celebrating your 500 subs, man. Congratulations,
Hey, and
cheers
we
on
got to
that.
get you there too, you know. Uh,
It'll
and
happen.
yeah, in preparation for the show, I kind of went back and watched some of your videos. I watched your first one. I watched one, and that was kind of dark and quiet, you know. But
Hell yeah,
I saw the
nervous.
progression. You know, you got the lights going, you got the better sound, you got,
Yeah,
you know, I mean, that's how it goes.
yeah. You start out nervous, and then you kick it up a notch when you finally get a little comfortable,
That's
and then you
right.
just start rolling with it. Then live streams help a whole lot too. So
All right. Oh
get you
yeah.
break that little racket. Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Daniel H is in the house. Saucy Shane, how's it going?
Yeah,
Um,
Todd.
oh yeah, Todd, there he is.
Yeah, grilling, chilling. Thank you.
Yeah, his favorite Norwegian. Yeah, Crazy Ann.
I love Crazy Ann, man. I've watched a lot of Phil do those eating uh, Pocky chip stuff, and Crazy Ann and everybody's right there, man. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's Phil. I think just jumping on there with Phil and folks. I mean, that really helped boost me up there when I was fledgling under 100 subs and things like that. Or
Oh
right
yeah,
around 100. But I see you
yeah,
changed your format. I mean, you haven't done. Are you planning on doing more like regular videos?
yeah. It's just my wife's working on her doctorate right now, and I like doing videos with her.
Right.
And it's just been kind of tough last month or so. So, but yeah, we're going to try to get back into it eventually. She writes all the time, and it
Hmm.
gets hard for her to break away for that. And she's the editor, so she has to be the one that she cuts everything and edits them, and because I'm terrible at it. So
Yeah.
we're going to try to get back into it. We enjoy that.
Yeah. I know. I've been working long hours through the week. That's why I had to cut back. My company got acquired by a much larger company. Of course, I think everybody knows this is not what I do for a living because I'm not even monetized. So, hey, Bill, oh, shoe man, foo, is in the house, and Mayberry 316, Mayberry U 316. Sorry about that. Melissa Spencer, hello, welcome. Hey, everybody, put in the chat. What are you drinking tonight? Let's have some interaction here. I don't
Let's see.
hardly ever do live streams. My channel's just solely based on the VR 180, pretty much. Um,
Yeah,
uh-oh, what is this? Oh, that's hey, cheers. And Woodenville 90. Okay. And
yeah.
I was trying to catch up with Jimmy's post here. River Point got two more Nulu barrel picks. Well, why don't you rub it in a little bit? Because that other one was really good. I may pour some of it here in a little bit. Uh, all right, so we have a Woodenville. Aha, there it is. I have one sitting behind me back here.
Yeah, I figure I better start with the 90 proofer
All
before we
right,
get
we got
crazy.
Chattanooga whiskey port cask.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, good stuff.
and
Yeah, Daniel
How
H.
do you say it? Is that balcones or balcones?
Balcones.
Balcones
Yeah,
lineage. All right.
I may have that.
Oh, here's a really really good one here. I love the nose on this one. It's Diet Dr Pepper.
There you go. I've got the Texas.
Actually, I don't really like the nose on it because the fizz burns.
Still trying to get my taste buds back after that chip last night. Todd said, "Oh yeah, dude, that was crazy." Was that the? I mean, that had to be the hottest thing you've ever eaten, no
Uh-oh.
doubt.
Let's see. Todd says it didn't mess up my taste buds, but it sucked when. Oh yeah, you threw it up, huh?
Oh God.
Eek. That had to be nasty.
Ugh. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that thing
used.
just has a color to it all its own, man. That's
Oh
just
yeah.
disgusting.
Man,
Disgusting
I
hot.
used to I used to try to eat hot stuff. I used to collect hot sauces, and I had to, of course, it's kind of gimmicky. I went off somewhere, and they're like, "Oh, if we sell you this, you have to sign a waiver," you know, stuff like that. I'm like, whatever, dude. And so, but it was Reaper and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I did get some Carolina Reaper hot sauce, and I know my dad tasted some of it. We went out. It was a long time ago, and we I had to stop because it just was messing me up too bad. But um, we made some chili or chili mac or something. We were camping. We went to some cabins. We weren't camping, but it was
Right.
roughing it in a air conditioned cabin. But we went out there and made some stuff, and we just put like a couple of drops in the bowl. And I remember the first bite's not bad, second bite's a little hotter, but the heat just keeps compounding on top, of itself
I
when you're
can't do
trying to
it.
eat it. But it was pretty hot stuff. But
Yeah, I can't do it. It's too much from this old boy.
I mean, this part here is okay. I can
Yeah,
take it here. It's this down here that is beneath the table that it does not agree with.
that's what Phil was saying. It got in his gut and started setting up on him, and that's when he had to call it. But I just
Yep.
can't imagine. I can't imagine one, let alone 17 of those things.
Mm, I know.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. That's what my last one grilling, chilling with Mo. Joe. But it also hurts coming out the other end. If you know what I wanted to know. I just don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
Got
Appreciate
to
it,
shit in the
Todd.
creek so you don't set the woods on fire.
That's right. uh,
No doubt.
here's you one.
Uh huh. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Mm,
Daniel. Yeah, that's high heat, brother. It's a straight up throat punch, gut punch, and then the next morning rear end punch.
hmm
That's just nuts. But no, Phil's a trooper, man. He does really good at that stuff. And
So,
to
what
watch
what's your
him,
wife? What's your wife getting her PhD in?
uh, strategic leadership.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, she's good, man. She's killing it so far. She's in there on the computer now, working her rear end off. But she likes education. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those. I'm too ADD to sit around too much. It's kind of sad, actually. Oh
I'm
no.
not sure I always do it right, but I just learned my uh, strategic leadership skills through the School of Hard Knocks. Just,
Yeah, me too.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Ah, Mayberry, my chip should be here Thursday. Do it online, man.
oh, yeah. That always gets, oh, that was, see, I try to click and I miss the one I'm trying to
Yeah,
click
as they
on.
slide up.
And
Saucy Shane said, I just watched a guy eat 45 of those one chips.
dang,
I don't know how you do it.
Chip should be there Thursday. Yeah, if you post that video, you'll get some views.
Shoot. Yeah. Maybe some donations.
If you got cojones, you'll do it live. Uh, I think
That's
I would
crazy.
set up my recorder and I would try to do it on VR 180. And if it went badly, I would just, oops, I formatted the card. I meant to post that.
That's right. That's right. Oops. Sound was off. Dadgum it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I couldn't post it.
I'm good at that. I'm good at starting videos and realizing I've left something turned off all the time.
Hmm
But, hey, it's all right. We'll figure it out.
I'll tell you what, this Eagle Rare is sweet tonight.
Is it a store pick or is it just
No,
a
it's just a regular, the 4590,
mm-hmm.
regular old Eagle Rare. I have a backup bottle over here, so this is one I had on my other shelf, and I just pulled it over here for the first pour.
Yeah, I like Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare to me is a grape bomb. It's like grape
Yeah,
big league chewing gum on the
yeah,
palate.
it's sweet, and it doesn't have a huge depth of notes to it. I
No, it's
call it
not.
like a beginner bourbon.
It's like Elijah Craig.
Yep. And I call
It's,
Elijah
it's
Craig a beginner bourbon. Yeah.
yeah, easy. And then some Canadian whiskeys are nice and light like that. Light
Yep.
proof and nice little light flavors. Caribou Crossing's one that's pretty good for light tasting notes. I'm
hmm
trying to think what else. Uh, some rums for people.
Yeah. I
If you
mean, I have
drink,
a
if you
lot of sweeter bourbons back here, and some of the blends are pretty lightweight, but they tend to get complexity because they're blended.
yeah
So they blend slightly different mash bills together. And I call those kind of medium, uh, moderate bourbons.
yeah 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 it's just everybody's got to start with something light. If you start out with heavy proof, you're going to burn your way out of it real quick. I've always thought, so that's what I tell people. Eagle Rare, if you can find it. Elijah Craig Small Batch. A lot of Canadian whiskeys are good. I'm trying to remember. There was another one I did a video on. Weeded bourbons. Anything weeded, Maker's Mark, Weller's, stuff like that. It's pretty light.
All right, we've had a few people join. I know I did this at the very beginning. I'm going to be giving away tonight a nosing kit. So the way this is going to go is Whiskey Nose and I are going to sit here and sip on some whiskeys and talk. And if y'all, I see a lot of people saying hi to each other in the chat. If you have questions or if you just want to interact, just put stuff down there. No, and 21090 Stag Junior has not hit our area. And actually, our shelves here in North Carolina are almost empty.
I
If
tell
I
you
go
what,
in now,
I don't mean to interrupt you. I asked one of the big retailers here in town today about Stag because they did get some Buffalo Trace stuff, and he told me he won't see it till December.
hmm
So,
but man, I mean, our bourbon shelf is dead. You go in now and it's 10 cup or nothing. I mean, it's
yeah,
there's all the Evan Williams and stuff sitting down there on that bottom shelf, and then there's that little 10 cup sitting up there. But other than that,
Daniel H. He's one of my good buddies, man. He loves getting on everywhere and giving me a hard time. I tell you what, man, you talking about a Scotch guru. Daniel H is that guy. He
all
is that.
right.
He has taken so much care of me and teaching me about Scotch and sending me samples and stuff. It's unbelievable.
Good to know. Well, let me tell everyone who's joined now about what's going to happen tonight. So around 8 o'clock, Rebecca is going to join Becca Boo, and she is going to add names to a wheel, and then it's one entry per person in the stream, and I'll let you know how to get on the wheel once we get to time. And then we're going to do 3 spins. The first spin is for a nosing kit that is on display right here. This is homemade, but I guarantee you the aromas are there. And you can nose one and then nose the bourbon and see if you can find that note in it. But there's 24 aromas that are familiar in a lot of different bourbons. You won't find all the notes in all the bourbons, but that's why you have the nosing kit, so you can helps you find those notes in different bourbons. The second two draw now the person who wins the nosing kit, that's grand prize. You're going to win also 3 pours samples from my shelf, and I'm going to pour a what I consider to be a beginner bourbon, a medium bourbon, and a complex bourbon. And we can do it one of 2 ways. Either I can label them and just send them to you, and you're on your own, or we can do a blind together. It doesn't have to be broadcast live, but what if you want to do a tasting with me? It'll be a private tasting online, virtual tasting. We will sync up on a time, and I'll walk you through the 3 bourbons, and then I'll reveal what the 3 were. So it's your choice whether you want to do a virtual private tasting or you just want me to send you the bourbons with the labels on them, so you're on your own. The second 2 spins are the samples. So I'm going to be giving away 6 or 9. 9. I can't add. See, numbers are hard. I saw that on one of your videos,
That's
Whiskey
right.
Notes.
It is.
I'm going to
And
be giving
words
away
too.
three samples with the nosing kit, and then 2 more sets of 3. So either way, if you're shy and you don't want to, but again, I'm not going to broadcast it. It's not going to be posted out there. It'll just be private tasting. But again, I can send them to you blind, and we can walk through them, and I'll go over this again later. So you must be present. You must put something in the chat at between 8 and about 8:25 or so. Rebecca will be on here, and she'll be putting names on the wheel. And then at 8:30, we're going to do the drawings. And then after that, we'll kind of wrap it up and sign off a little while after we do that. Whoever wins, I'll give you my email, and you just email me, and then we'll sync up.
Oh yeah, same thing. It's still the Woodenville 90. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do next.
Mm,
It's good. It's sweet.
yeah, me and Malt Muser have done a couple of lives together, and I crash his party every once in a while. He tends to come on early enough that I can actually, you know,
It's
I'm
hard for us
getting
East Coasters. You
yeah,
know,
and
it is.
yeah, it's nice, but it's hard because for me, because I need to get ready for bed. Because I'm not lying to you guys. But by Friday morning, when I wake up and start working, I already have 60, 65 hours in for that week, and it's just tough because I get started early and tend to work way past normal hours.
Yeah, it's
I actually
just
had to tell somebody no tonight. They wanted to do this charter work tonight, and I said I'm going live, guys.
gotta
I
have a little
can't
you
do it.
time, man.
All right, so what should I pick for my second pour? I wanted to start off with a 4590 because, that's kind of lightweight.
What's
And
the
I'm not
proof on
going
that
to.
Nulu?
The Nulu is, where did
I
I
know the
put
old
it?
elks are up there a little bit.
Yeah, they're not too bad. Um, well, I got to get up. I'm cranking my
There it
neck.
is.
Oh, there it is, right there. It's 94 actually.
Okay,
Uh,
it's not too high.
no, 47, and that's that Arkansas pick. Supposed to have been an Arkansas exclusive.
Oh, okay.
Uh, and I know that camera didn't focus well, but that's what that was. I picked that up on my trip to Arkansas. But the reason I did that Louisville trip here not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, is because the bourbon shelves are empty here.
Yeah,
I can't get any bourbons. And so if I can't get bourbons, I can't do bourbon tastings. I can't
yeah, I
do
agree.
reviews. So yeah, I ran up there. Uh, yeah, I did. I did pick up some bottles recently, Daniel. Um, I know I had them on a video, but on my Louisville trip, I just did a review of the Calumet Farms 15 year. But my channel is built around sub $100 bourbons. It's not built around this. This is not sub $100. But I like to get a nice bottle every once in a while, though. But I did pick up a pinhook while I was up there,
Yeah,
and picked up and you can see with that pinhook, the wax still on the top, the seal's still on this one. This is a horse soldier, and the other one was this Watkins right here. Now this one here was actually bottled in 2018.
that's the Elmer T. Lee bottle.
Yeah. So I'm excited about those. Those are the only new ones I have, but I mean, I've got a ton back here. But if I run out of new bourbons to do, what I do is I'll start doing like a, a bar fight series, episode with pitting like I've done them where I pitted um, Wild Turkey against Jim Beam, Beam
Mhm.
Suntory, and I'll get a low, medium, high version of each one,
Yeah, it's a good
and
idea.
just go back and forth putting the lightweights against each other, the medium weights and the heavy weights. And I tell
I
you
like
what,
that.
trying any whiskey back to back to back. I know it's not good for reviewing the whiskey on its own. And when I say whiskey, it's bourbon, scotch, rum, all of it. But it really, really lets you know which one you like more. You
Yeah,
know, and yeah, it's really good.
yeah, those are good pickups for sure.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I am. excited to try every one of them. But I have to save those for the VR 180 video. Now, once they're open, they're fair game. And Crazy Ann said, "Be right back."
Should go do
Makers
some.
101. You know, Maker's Mark, I have a love-hate relationship with Maker's Mark. I like the Maker's 46, but if I'm out and I'm at like a place that just doesn't have a good selection of bourbons, and the best thing they have on the shelf is like Maker's Mark, that's the only time I get an old fashioned. I'm just like, give me a Maker's old fashioned, and then I see how they make the old fashioned. And if they make it with too much simple syrup in it, I'll just
Yeah,
tell them leave that out and give me Maker's Mark with a twist of orange or something. You know?
yeah, yeah. No, it's a good way to do it. Makers is hit or miss, especially with some of their stave releases.
Yeah.
I've had some that are just too much coffee, too much
Yep.
caramel, and then I've had some that have the mocha and some of the other vanilla stuff mixed in those staves that are really good. And those the problem with that is they're expensive. You're talking $80 bottles because they're store picks, and the store picks the staves that are going into those barrels, and those get a little crazy sometimes. But they're good. Most of them are good. I've had a couple that I would not buy again last couple years, but
Yeah.
no, that Makers does okay. Yeah,
Well,
but I'm with you. I don't jump through hoops. The
it's like the
FAE is good, real
yeah,
good. Daniel got me that one.
it's like the Elijah Craig barrel proof, right? So Elijah Craig barrel proof, you didn't hear much about it, and there was a few fans of it, whatever, and then they came out with the B520, and it was a flavor bomb. I mean, it was awesome. So now people are on that purchase train for the new for the new barrel proof releases of it. And none of it's living up to that B520.
Yeah, the let me think. Which one was my favorite? The A120, A121. I can't remember. I've got several back here, but I've not had one I've not loved. I had
Yeah,
Bernie
oh no, they're
Lubers.
all good. Yeah.
Yeah, I had Bernie Lubers on from Heaven Hill last month, or maybe in June. I can't remember. But we talked for an hour basically
Mhm.
about Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and Larceny Barrel Proof, about how good those are. And I mean, you can't find Old Fitzgerald. So, that's got to be their one money maker that you have to go after that's consistently good.
Yeah.
So that's just kind
I
of weird. And we
saw,
love the toasted barrel too. My wife loves it. That's probably her number one when we can find it, is the
yeah.
toasted barrel. So
Yeah, and I have a little sample bottle of it sitting over there. I couldn't get it in the stores I was shopping in, but a buddy of mine, well, Shoe Man Foo that was on here, he
yeah,
sent me a sample of it. He's just in a different town, but we're in the same area,
yeah,
and yeah, it was really good. And I had that toasted barrel, and I did that Elijah Craig lineup, and I had the regular Elijah Craig, the toasted barrel, the 18-year, and then the B520 barrel.
yeah. So you say, I mean, you don't have to say if you don't want to. Are you in North Carolina? You said because of the.
Yeah, North
You're talking about,
Carolina.
okay,
Yep.
okay,
Yeah, a
yeah,
lot of times I'll put that on my videos, like
yeah,
the location. So I don't
yeah,
hide it.
yeah. We're about an hour from Asheville, so
Hmm.
we're not far. Let's see. Oh, we
Yeah.
got Mike Stahl from Livewire Whiskey in the house. 21090s here. Good channels there, guys. Go follow those guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Share the love around. Make sure we
Yeah.
and also subscribe to this guy right here, Whiskey Knows,
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, man.
and let's get him up there as much as we can. He's got a good channel going. He's still finding his feet, I think, but got some good lighting. Got better sound. I think we're getting some quality now.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, coming a long way in 6 months. No doubt. Yeah, the toasted barrel is good, Saucy Shane, for
Yep.
sure. The big thing now is the oh my gosh, it just left my mind. New toasted barrel from oh my gosh, it'll hit me in a minute.
Hmm.
I've seen mixed reviews on it. Oh my gosh,
Well, there's that.
somebody will tell me. Maybe Mike Daniel
You're not talking about
Todd.
the oh, what is that? Oh, that little lightweight.
Yeah,
So I call it the lightweight bourbon. It's like 80 something proof.
yeah.
The shoot,
Basil Hayden. Thank you,
Basil
Todd.
Hayden. That's what it is.
Yeah,
I haven't tried it. Basil Hayden I think is overpriced for what you get.
I think so
At
too.
least,
Penelope. Oh right. Oh Mike. Yeah, Penelope's doing a toasted. I don't give a damn if everybody does one. If they're good, they're good.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the Basil Hayden. Yeah,
So
that's
what
it.
is the opinion on everyone between Woodford Reserve and Woodford Reserve Double Oaked?
I'll never buy regular Woodford again. I
Me
love the
either.
double oaked. That's another great beginner. I think
Hey, Peppers
probably is the
and Kentucky
Woodford.
living. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people. I think Woodford is too sweet. For me, I like a
It,
more peppery bourbon,
yeah,
but I like it sometimes. It's good for what it is.
it's good for mixing.
Eh,
I mean that. I don't mean that disrespectful. I mean I do. I think it's
yeah.
it's
As
good
long
in
as it's
it's good in
not
the
and
mix.
Coke.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's good with some little orange zest and some other stuff like that. But
Yeah.
no, I've got a store pick back here of the double oaked, and recently just did another store pick with my buddy here, and found out that they did away with that program. So we were hoping to get another store pick, and they stopped it.
Well, this was a D's uh, wine and liquor in Knoxville, Tennessee.
It's about an
They
hour and 10 minutes from me. I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah,
Actually,
they have some good stuff now, but this right
D's.
here,
I don't know where D's is. Where's D's?
I have no idea, but I bet you can Google it.
Uh, yeah, I've got a store down there that is phenomenal. I mean,
But this is 126 proof and at 63%, right? And it is as hot. I mean, this stuff here comes out smoking hot. And it's hard, it's so hot that you can't hardly pick the flavors out. And I put some water drops in it, and that helped immensely.
yeah, it's
And
the
this is
Bob
the
Dylan.
only bourbon I have really found adding water does a hell of a lot for.
Is that the straight bourbon whiskey? The Heaven Store Bob Dylan? Is that what that
Yep.
is?
Yeah, this is the cast strength straight bourbon
Yeah,
whiskey. But you can get
63%.
variations of this that's not near 126, you know.
Yeah.
And I think a 118 would have been plenty on this one.
What'd you say?
The other thing
126?
was, yeah,
Yeah.
126 proof. Now I
Yeah,
have,
63.
yeah, 63%. And I have some that's even more than that on barrel proof, because
Yeah.
water soaks into the barrel, leaving the alcohol behind. And that's what they can't barrel it at more than, what is this? You
Yeah,
probably,
probably.
they don't say. But I have some barrel proofs that are, because they can't barrel it at more than 125 proof. But
Yeah.
water will soak into the barrel and leave the alcohol, and it gets concentrated, with the evaporation and soaking in, angel devil share, all that. And it'll kick the proof up. And I've had even 130, something proof
Yeah.
before that wasn't as hot as that Heaven's Door.
Yeah. Hey,
I mean,
Peppers in Kentucky living.
I'm
Sorry.
a bourbon fanatic, and that stuff will singe the taste buds off your tongue.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel H he's got several of the Masters keeps, and he's talking about the one from this year will be toasted. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. If
Oh,
you can get your
there you
hands
go.
on that, that'd be something.
All right, I have to find something else to pour in this glass because I'm
I saw
sitting
some
here.
Knob Creek 12-year back there.
Yeah,
Just
but
saying.
this is a special occasion. This is a special occasion.
You got that right. I want to hear your thoughts on that one.
Well, it is so good that I am not pouring it into the Bourbon Bounty logo glass. I have a special glass
Oh,
that's clean and unused because I'm not mixing drops of anything with this.
I hear you.
But I
That's
will
awesome.
pour cheaper stuff on top of this after I'm finished.
Here you go. Yeah, sure. I love it.
Now, special occasion. This is Elijah Craig 18, and it is good. It has a much darker nose than regular Elijah Craig. Now, some of the notes are still, they're the same but different. They're the same basic Elijah Craig notes, but deeper and far more uh, complex.
So, do you get more barrel notes on
You
that one?
do, but you also get that refinement. That do you eat good cheeses? You
Oh yeah,
ever? Yeah,
yeah,
and you know how like you get a really good cheese and it has that graininess to it.
yeah.
You know, when a young cheese is just straight smooth, or and it tastes more like processed cheese.
Right,
And
right.
a really good cheese will have that grainy flavor, that texture, tongue feel. It's all about the mouth feel with this one.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, you just know you put something good in your mouth when you drink that.
Yeah, it's a hard one to find too, man. That's a keeper.
Now, there's some MGP bourbons that I like too, procured.
Yeah.
Oh, now everybody's something special. Everybody's something special. Yeah, sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, but everybody's something special.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's a great pour there. I've got
Oh
a
yeah,
bottle in
this
the
is.
cabinet over here. You can't see, but yeah, I haven't tapped it yet.
I will tell you, I had well, shoe man foo in the chat down here.
I
He and
need
I,
him to. I need Shoe Man to subscribe. I love that name. I need to see him around.
yeah,
That's
he
awesome. Sorry.
yeah,
That's
he's the
awesome.
one that tagged with me going to Louisville,
Mm,
and we first thing we went to what was that place we went to, Bill? You can put it in the chat. It was uh, that liquor store with the tasting bar in it. I forget what the name of it was. It was on Market Street. We were in the Nulu district there, and
okay.
yeah, larceny. That's one that some people love to hate, but it's
This is the
Heaven
barrel
Hill.
proof. Yeah, it's Heaven Hill. The barrel proof's phenomenal.
Evergreen, yeah, Evergreen Liquor on Market
Okay.
Street. They had now their shelves, and that's where I bought these bourbons from behind me. But they didn't have the good stuff on the shelves. The Calumet was the best one, Calumet Farm 15. I had an opportunity to get the 14 or the 15, and I went for the 15, and but I've heard good things about both.
What'd you say it
But
was?
we
Evergreen Farms? What'd
no
you say it was?
Evergreen
Okay.
liquor store, and but they have a tasting bar in there, and we walked in and looked up, and there was Pappy 15 on the shelf. So we're like, how much for the Pappy 15? They're like $30 a pour, and we're like, you only live once.
Oh, hellfire.
Let's
Yeah.
knock it out. So we wanted to hate it. It was really pretty good.
I've got
But
it. That's the one I own, and it's the best of all of them I've ever had.
yeah.
No
But
doubt.
I tell you, the mouthfeel on that and this Elijah Craig 18 are very, very similar.
I'm
And
telling you.
and just because it's 15 year and 18 year, that does not give it the mouthfeel, you know.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, Daniel, it's the 521 B521.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
121. It's good, man. Whiskey of the year 2020. No, it's you still get a little bit of that Elijah Craig, Heaven Hill, s'mores note. You get
Uh,
you get that marshmallow big time on this, and then of course with the barrel proof, you get that black pepper char.
yep.
Man, I mean, it's just for the money when you see it, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I love getting the black pepper, leather, and tobacco notes in the bourbons.
No, this is solid, man, and it gives you that good throat punch on the back end, man. That's oh yeah, and that pepper, that leather. Thank you for creating something wonderful. Crazy Ann. My stomach can't handle spicy stuff like that anymore.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they're Ann and Mike's talking about the chip. Yeah, they Mike and them ordered chips on Amazon. I think the other night.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot. Crazy Ann, there's your smile. Okay.
no, this is awesome. Congratulations on 500 now, man. Let's talk about
Oh
a little bit
yeah.
about your channel. How long have you been going now? When
Oh
after
shoot.
video one to now?
Uh, I don't remember. It was some February of some year, but I think it was 2 years ago because we lost a year in between.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been at it a little while. Um, but my first videos were all over the place. Not good lighting, not good sound. You
Yeah,
know, just like
sure,
everyone starts. And
sure.
then I just worked and worked and worked. But it took me a hell of a long time to just figure out how to post my first VR 180 video and get it to work right. You know, it took me, I blew several weekends, trying stuff, and I would post it private to a different channel before I even
Yeah,
created Bourbon Bounty. And I would post them private, and then I would wait and wait and wait. But people don't understand when I do a video, it takes me what 15 minutes to record it, and then I have to stitch it from uh, the fisheye to equirectangular format, and that takes, I don't know, 30 minutes. And
yeah,
then once I get it stitched, now I have the MP4. But I have a separate sound, because I
yeah.
use like a Zoom recorder with the lavalier mic, and then I have to put those into uh, Adobe Premiere Pro, and then sync the audio, get all that done. But if I do a 10-minute video, it's like 10 gigs per file, so I can't keep my old stuff. Once I upload it to YouTube, I pretty much delete it because I
Yeah,
can always download it from YouTube,
yeah,
if I need to. But I can't keep all these files because I'm not going to set up a RAID array just to freaking hold all my damn videos I do. But I record it, post it, move on. And I would like to do a montage at some point, but it's so hard to do with VR 180. And then once I get it all done, it takes, I don't know, 20 minutes or so usually to export the video from Adobe Premiere Pro, and it can take up to 5 and 6 hours for YouTube to process a VR
oh yeah,
180.
yeah. That's why I do it in the middle of the night usually. Hey
Yeah.
neighbor girl, thanks for stopping by. Yeah,
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We are drinking bourbons and having fun.
yeah, man.
I see Becca in the basement. And here in a little bit, I'm going to bring her up, and then we'll talk about how we're going to do the drawing. That's an old throwback to SNL with Mike
Yeah,
Myers doing the
that is.
drawing.
Yeah, that is. Oh, Simon in the
Yeah,
bathtub doing
Simon.
drawings.
I'm going to do
Yeah,
drawings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me and Jimmy get a kick out of that.
yeah.
My name is Simon, and I like to do drawings. Yeah, there's my little skit for you.
Selling rate arrays. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, now that I'm at, call me back when I'm at 5,000 subs. Then I'll be making money off of it.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's a great oil on the palate with this stuff, man. And
Awesome.
to me, that's everybody has their own, first impression that what puts them on a great liquor. If it's the oil, if it's the heat, if it's the burn, if it's to me it's that oil release. To me that tells me you've got some age, you've been in the barrel, and they knew when to take you out. So I
Hmm.
love that oil release on my tongue. I just think that to me is just spot on for me. I don't know. Yeah, thank you, Daniel H. I've got more coming, uh, for sure. Oh, this is good.
Oh, whiskey
Thank
knows.
you. Hey,
Man
there he
proof.
is. He
There it
did.
is.
Thank you, buddy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, I don't see that many live watching, so maybe I won't have to give away stuff and verify people's ages because I kind of know most of the people on the stream
I know.
right
Isn't that
now.
great? Isn't that what makes the whiskey community family awesome? We know each other. I love that part of it. I do.
Yeah.
Cheers, brother.
Mm. Man, I wish I could just keep drinking that
Uh,
18,
I know,
but
man. We should be able to buy it all the time. All this shit. We ought to be able to buy it all the time. It drives me nuts.
now
Pardon my
Jimmy,
French.
is Jimmy still on here? Oji-san, he's the one. I think he did me a solid on this one now because that Elijah Craig 18 year, that was when I went to Arkansas and I met up with Jimmy and Marcedale.
Oh, okay.
And first we met up at Sodi's Wine and Liquor, and then he took me over to River Point, which he called his honey hole. And the guy, they knew him, and he goes in there with like wads of mafia money and walks out with lots of liquor. So oh yeah, yeah, yeah. In love with the Antique 107. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy Ann. This Elijah Craig 18 year has really really nice legs, but I would imagine yours are probably better.
Yeah, you beat me to it. I swear to God, that's where I was going with that. Crazy Ann has the hats and the legs to prove it.
Yeah, that's right. So, um, but yeah, when we went to River Point, the guy, we were like, "Hey, I do a bourbon channel," and uh, we, uh, you know, were there buying stuff and everything, and we were talking. They gave me a store pick taste and all this type of stuff, and then he said, I got something for you. So he goes to the back. He comes out with these bottles behind his back, and he's grinning like a Cheshire cat. And he finally he pulled that Elijah Craig 18, and I said, I'll take it. And I said, but how much you gonna charge me for it? He said, normal store markup. So
Yeah, that's
I got a
awesome.
really good deal on that. Really good deal.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I've never paid less than I think 160 for a bottle of that.
Yeah.
But it's we can sit here all day and talk about secondary uh, markups and stuff, and me and Daniel H and Mike Stahl and a bunch of us, we've had multiple conversations about this stuff. And if you see a liquor that you love, or whiskey, I guess is what the business we're in, and you've never seen it before, or you're dying to have a backup, and let's say MSRP of it on it is $90, but they're selling it for 160. You got to ask yourself, would I rather buy a different bottle at $70, or have one more of something that I know what it is and what I love, and I know I'll have a hard time finding it again. That second end of that question is where it gets me. Is where,
Mm,
like, yeah, I think I'd rather just have it. I'm bad about that with Elmer T. Lee because it's my dad's all time favorite, and so if I see it for under $150, I buy it. Sorry, it doesn't help the whiskey world, but it's hard to find. It's a $38 bottle at the ABC store.
yeah,
And you just got to be. I mean, but you know what though, man? When those things come out, there's 50 people in line 2 hours before they open to get it,
I know it.
and I'm not that. I can't do that. I'd not that I have, unlimited income, but I don't have time to stand there and do it. I'm just not. I'd rather just pay more to just find it when I can.
Yeah,
It
they were telling
bothers
us
me.
in Kentucky that there's people that will follow the trucks as they go around,
Oh,
and
sure.
they're limited to one bottle per store, right? And so they'll go in with like a Pappy 15 or some new release, and they will follow the truck, go in the store, buy one bottle, come out, follow the truck to the next store, go in, buy one bottle, come out, and do that. And I'm like, that's dedication, you know.
Yeah, it's not. I work during the day. I don't have time to follow freaking trucks, and I'm not going to. But I'll tell you this. When people get involved in the whiskey community that we're in here, and you watch a live stream, you watch me, you watch the Bounty, you watch whoever, you watch 21090, you watch Todd and God Almighty, and then Mike and Adam, and on Live Our Whiskey, you watch these live streams, and you see what's behind these people on what they have on their shelf.
Mm.
Well, it's one of two things: either they're hustling and getting it themselves. Well, I say three things: they're either hustling and getting it themselves, or they're extremely freaking lucky. And I'm gonna throw that one out the door because none of us are that lucky. We might be once or twice a year. Or the other thing is they know people that they can get it from
Hmm.
because they're in areas in the country that it's there. That's the thing.
Or
So yeah, go ahead.
or you're in North Carolina, and it never hurts to ask, and if you don't ask, you'll never know.
I did it Monday in North Carolina. I did it Monday.
I have a honey hole here, so anybody that wants to come visit me here, I can take you to the bourbon place, because the way the ABC stores are set up, they have a ABC board chair, you know,
Hmm.
and it depends on how big the board is, and how many stores they're providing to, and they don't have time to give people the time of day. I mean,
Oh,
I've gone in and I've gotten to know the people working the stores behind the counter, and when I walk in, they'll grin at me and go, "Hey, sugar," and they'll show me a bottle of something, and put it back down, and I'll run over there and buy it. Um, but I have one I know of here in North Carolina, and I'm not going to tell you where, but I will if we really get to know each other. But it's a small ABC store, and the chair of the ABC board for that is a bourbon fanatic, and she gets everything she can get her hands on.
well, tell me this, and I know we're live. How far? I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to get into your store because I do. I don't.
Hmm.
I always say if you want to share it, you do, and if not, that's okay too. How far are you from Asheville?
I'm in the Winston Salem area.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, Winston Salem, Greensboro. I got you. I got family there. Got
Oh yeah,
family in
building
Raleigh.
relationship with stores, and I've done that. I've tried that, Daniel. But some of these ABC boards are huge, and they have like 50 stores under them, and you can't break in, and they know too many people already. Like their little black book is full, and by the time I got here, because I just moved here like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, so I was late to the party, but I built a relationship with the chair of that board, you know. And when I walk in, she'll say, "I got something in the back for you. You're gonna want it," because
Yeah.
she knows I'm gonna spend a couple $100 when I walk through
See,
the door at a
here's
minimum.
here's what kind of pisses me off about that. Okay, here's what kind of makes me mad about that. Is ABC stores, in my opinion, shouldn't keep anything in the back.
Well, but here's the deal. I
They're
gotta.
state regulated. They're state regulated. It should be even for everybody. It's not an individual owner. They can't do any more than mark up than what they're supposed to. So, but I've learned, and I will teach everybody, if you're in an ABC state, ask them if there's something in the back because
Yes,
it's not always on the front counter.
behind the counter or in the back, because
Yep.
they'll put
You're
stuff
right,
down
brother.
under. Now,
Yep.
here's the juxtaposition to that argument. Okay, do you want, as a bourbon collector, as a someone with a bourbon channel who really can appreciate good bourbon, do you want Joe Schmitty walking in, and if there's a Joe Schmitty on here, I'm not picking on you. That's my John Doe version. That's my redneck John Doe. All right. So
I
Joe
love it.
Schmitty walks in, and Joe Schmitty don't know crap about bourbon, and buys the bottle because it's pretty.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Wouldn't that piss you off? You know?
Yeah. No, it would for sure. No, it's I don't know, man. It's and then when I'm living in Tennessee, and then I'm right on top of Virginia and North Carolina, which are both ABC states. I've
Mhm.
Daniel H has heard me, Mike Stahl's heard me, Todd's heard me. You've when you have if you live in a state that is not state regulated,
Lake
when you go
TV.
into that, there you go, Blake. Yeah, man. When you go into that store and you ask them, "Hey, man, you got anything allocated come in?" That's a hard question to ask for one thing, and if they say no, no, say, "Oh, that's okay." Say, "Well, what do you got here that's new?"
Hmm.
This is. I always love this. I sound like Bobby from Bourbon Battalion trying to teach, but and then they said, "Well, I've got this bottle here, but I've never really had it. It's like 60, $70, but it's new." And that's when that is your opportunity to establish one of the greatest relationships. You always say, "Hey, I'm going to buy it. Let's me and you try it."
Well,
Because
Bill
if
and
you're
I have her email address. So Shoe Man Food, he knows what store I'm talking about. I'm the one that turned him on to it. Like I said, if we get tight enough, I'll let you know where it is. But we, she will look in the inventory for us. Can we get it here at all? And if you recommend one, she'll order several bottles of it if she can get
yeah,
it.
yeah,
And that's how we got the next pour I'm about to do. And I'm going for the heavier one.
oh, smoke wagon,
Smoke like this is the uncut,
small batch.
unfiltered.
It's uncut black. Yeah,
Oh shoot! It's almost 8 o'clock. I got to bring. Is this Rebecca?
Yes, it is.
Okay, blurred limes. I like it.
Mojito lover. I know, not the right channel for this, right?
hey Bounty
Oh,
down
it's
there.
all right. It's
Those
cool.
Hey Bounty, those boxes down there at the bottom under us, the one next to the far end right, click it
Whoops.
where you've got the layouts. The
Oh yeah,
next to
yeah,
the
yeah,
last
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. Uh
There
this
you
one.
go. There you go.
There we go.
There we go. I look a lot sexier
I,
that way.
I'm gonna change it here in a minute when I put us over to the side and have her screen
Yeah,
up.
sure.
But it is 7:59. I almost lost track of time. It is almost time to start filling the wheel. And I know I'm country, so if it sounded like I said feel the wheel, I fill the wheel. So
That's right.
we are going to have Rebecca share her screen, and we are going to bring up Le Wheel. Oh, yeah. See, Bill is on you, Rebecca. Turn on your camera, girl. All right, here we go. I'm gonna add this to the stream. Now you got to get. Oh, you already got all the names in there. Now you cheating for them now, because they're supposed to type something in the chat before they can get their name on the wheel. So Rebecca, type something in the chat right quick, and let me see what name pops up.
Yeah, I saw Mike. I saw Daniel. I saw Ann, Shane. I need to get that. I need to do that. Well, Daniel H handles my giveaways, so I hope I'll just let Daniel worry about it. Daniel's my hero, so.
So yeah, Rebecca, type something in the chat. I think there's a tab at the top. If you go to you might go to like live chat or something. I wanted to see what your name's popping up as, is if it's coming up right or not. But so here's what you have to type to get your name on the wheel. You have to type, Becca is awesome, put me in. And you only type it once. You only get one entry. If you type it twice, we're only going to put you on there one time. But Becca is awesome. She truly is. So you're not telling a lie. Put me in.
That's right. Hey, talk about the giveaways again, man. That nosing kit's freaking killer, man. Let
All right,
everybody know.
Saucy Shane. Put Saucy Shane in. And we're going to do this for a little while. We're going to give plenty of time, and we'll make sure we get everybody in. And y'all can see your names being added as they come up. All right, and we are going to give away, again, I know I'm in a little small picture up here, but a fabulous nosing kit. Is that how they do it, or they go like this?
Yeah,
A
well,
nosing kit.
yeah,
Plus,
don't do that. It's weird.
3 pours. Oh, I had to do it. But I just don't have blonde hair and a tight dress and all that. So that's old school, back in the day. Bob
Yeah.
Barker, all that. Yeah, Vanna White. Yeah. But I'm also going to give whoever wins the nosing kit gets 3 samples. And the way the samples are going to go, it is going to be 3 different bourbons, what I consider a beginner bourbon, a moderate bourbon, and like a complex bourbon that I say is not for the beginner. When I ship them, we can do it one of 2 ways. If you want a private tasting with me, we will coordinate a time, and I will send you 3 bourbons marked A, B, and C. And then we will try them together, and this won't stream live. If you're shy, we're not going to put you out on for the world to see, but we'll get on a private connect, whether it's StreamYard or not. I don't have to hit go live, but we will do a private tasting together, and then I will reveal the bourbons at the end, because I don't want to taint your perception of what it's supposed to be. And if you have the nosing kit, then I will give you tips on what to nose out of the nosing kit before you nose a particular bourbon, because I've already picked those notes out of it, and then you will see how to use the nosing kit. Then we're going to spend 2 more times. The other 2 don't get a nosing kit, but they get the 3 pours, and it's your choice whether you want to have a private tasting with me and blind ABC, or you can choose just to have me send you 3 samples, and I will just put what they are on the bottle, all the detailed information on the little sample jar, and send it to you, and you're on your own after that.
We've got more in the chat that are jumping in too. We've got Whiskey Friend. Cheers, James. Cheers,
Hey,
buddy.
and if you're jumping in
Dixie.
now, okay. So I see Whiskey Friend already put Becca is awesome. Put me in,
Yeah,
and
Dixie
again,
Hawkins.
Becca is awesome.
Yeah, she's
So
got it.
you're not
Yeah,
lying about that.
yeah, guys. So let me tell you a little bit about what you're drinking right there. I am fortunate enough to have Aaron Chepanik from Smoke Wagon
Hmm.
be a special guest on Whiskey Nose on September 22nd.
Awesome.
So yeah, he's coming on. We're going to talk everything Smoke Wagon. He is sending me stuff to give away. I mean, you talking about an
Awesome.
awesome dude, man, and one of the hottest freaking distilleries in the world, or going to be. I mean, he's MGP, but
Yeah.
he's working on it, man. So
Oh yeah. And that's MGP procured bourbon, but
yeah,
choose the mash. They age it a
yep.
certain way. They have barrel. I mean, they get the barrels and they get to do barrel picks. I mean, um, all distilleries, all master
Thanks,
distillers will go
Daniel.
around and try their different. And I know he's not distilling it, but they go around and taste different barrels, and there's different profiles in different barrels. It's a natural process.
Yeah,
And this one right here that I'm sipping on
yeah,
is one of the only bourbons that I put a cigar with. And for me, it's the Oliva Serie O. It's
yeah.
the best cigar I found that pairs with Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered.
Thanks for coming on, Daniel H. Yeah, we'll. He said, "Hey guys, got to run. Congratulations, Jody,
Oh
at Bourbon
man, he's not
Bounty.
going to be. Did he get his name on the wheel?
We need to get. He listen. Let me tell you, let me cover for Daniel H. Daniel H. lives in Texas, and
Uh huh.
he smokes and does barbecue for a living.
Well,
So his
Daniel H.
days start at night because it's so hot.
Yeah.
When the sun goes down, that's when he goes out and starts cooking because it's too hot. But yeah, thanks, Daniel H.
All right, but Daniel H. say Rebecca or Becca is awesome. Put me in, and we will get you in the drawing, man.
Yeah, Daniel, jump on there. I just reviewed the Smoke Wagon Unfiltered. Feel free to check it out. The Whiskey Friend. Cheap. Yeah, man. We need to sub to each other, Whiskey Friend. I'll do that as
Yeah,
soon as
heck
we get
yeah.
off here.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some cross subbing tonight now because we need to go ahead and bring the community together.
Yeah, let's see here. Where's old Whiskey
Yeah, thank
Nose at?
you, thank you.
I am 2 away from 380.
All right,
I'm
up to
almost to 400.
380.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate everybody.
Nobody else wants on the wheel. Come on now. Still got 20 minutes to get on the wheel.
That's all right, people. We'll get there. We'll get
All
there.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, Whiskey Friend. Let me work on that right now while we're still rolling a little bit.
Okay, I want on the wheel the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. But did Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla say Becca is awesome? Put me in.
Harry, I am now a sub. Wait a minute. Hell, I already was. Sorry. I'm already there. Yeah, man, Whiskey Friend, you're killing it, dude. 286 videos. Yeah, I've got to spend some time at work going back through your videos because I remember when I first started. Yeah. Thank you, Saucy Shane. Awesome.
Get your name on the wheel. Type Becca is awesome. Put me in. Oh, is that the link that Saucy put? Is that?
Yeah. That's my YouTube channel, I believe.
Oh yeah. Now we got to get some subs here.
The
We're helping
Gypsy
each
and the
other
Vanilla
out.
Gorilla. Say Becca is awesome. You're on the wheel. There you go.
There you go. Now we got some Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla. All right, so we have the nosing kit and 2 sample sets. And it looks like people are going to have a really good opportunity to win. If you win, or even if you don't, I don't care. But if you didn't win, I'm not gonna worry about it. You can email me anyway. It's no secret. That is my Bourbon Bounty 2019 at gmail.com. So, and I'll post it again after the spins. But if you win, email me at that address and we will work it out. All
Yeah,
right.
man. Thank you, whiskey friend. Appreciate it, buddy.
This is a very flavorful bourbon. I will tell you that.
I love it. I just sent Daniel H a bottle. He can't find it, so I sent him one of
Hmm.
mine. So yeah, I'm quite partial to it. And then I even found the small batch in the clear bottle,
Yeah.
and it's nothing
Mhm.
special. And here's one of the reasons I love Aaron. Let me read this real quick. On the back, this small batch is not limited or special. Because of you wonderful bourbon drinking people, we've gone through all of the 2020 custom amber glass much faster. And it goes on from there. This is just a beautiful bottle. It's no different than any of the small batch straight that they have, but it's just they're out of the colored glass. But it's killer. I love it. I love it.
All right. Let me I have to bring up
Thank you,
another
whiskey
window.
friend.
Hang on. I'm gonna find Whiskey Friend right quick.
Oh yeah.
All right. And
I think we need to get Whiskey Friend to do some live streams. What I see, what I remember, it's all video, which is cool.
okay, and I just subscribed to Whiskey Friend. So
Yeah.
oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I did. Now, I will say, uh, Becca lives in the area here, and she is awesome. And there's another Becca is awesome. Put me in, and
Yeah,
we
James.
have um, someone here who I know in the chat who came to my house, and I host live bourbon tastings in my home. Now, this was pre-COVID. I'm planning on doing another one.
21090, get in, man. Todd, jump in.
Yeah,
Becca.
jump in, man. You sent me a box. Least I can do is send something back. Um,
Todd's like me. They win, we donate it back. So yeah, that's all right. It's more fun.
so they came here, and I have a big game room. Oh, he doesn't want to take the nosing kit
Well,
from
no, well,
someone.
it's fun to be in the drawing. Then you can tell who wins it.
But
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
give it
if
to
you want to,
Gracie Ann.
you can donate your win.
Yeah. Oh man, what a great night! This has been a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you all for joining in. This is going to be a great giveaway here.
Uh-oh. He said, I'll be in, but we'll donate the kit.
That's it. It's
All
still fun.
right,
I
there
love
you
it.
go. So, so they came here, and I have this big game room. I mean, I'm in
Love
it
it.
right now. This is a corner of the room where I have my studio set up,
Yeah.
but I have a big screen, like projector theater set up, and a pub table behind that, and all this stuff. And um, when I do all that, I do it up pretty nice. I mean, I laminate cards that have the descriptions of the bourbons, and what I'll
Oh
do is
yeah,
I'll
man.
pick three bourbons, and then I'll pour them in like ABC, and you know what three bourbons we're drinking, but you don't know which one is A, B, or C, and I don't even know because
Yeah.
I have my wife label them. Pour them into the ABC,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then she puts the results in an envelope and seals it, and puts her initials over the seal, And so I don't even know which ones are which. And it is so much fun. And we have the bourbon wheels printed. I have nosing and tasting sheets printed where you can write down the notes you're getting off of each one. And then we nose and taste the bourbons. It's a lot of fun. And then I always cook something really nice. I'm a foodie. I cook a lot. I won't say I'm a chef, but I put a lot of artistic flair into my cooking, and I put a lot of effort into it. And I've cooked a lot over the years, and I've tried different things. Some things worked, some things didn't. So um,
Yeah,
I've learned through my mistakes. Again, I learned through School of Hard Knocks,
that's
right?
right.
But I can turn out some pretty decent food, and we'll sit around. And the only thing I say is when you come for a bourbon tasting, bring your favorite frosty beverage, for after the tasting. And we taste three bourbons, and it's little pours, a piece. We get the notes and everything, and then we just sit around and drink. I don't know, beer, wine, more bourbon, whatever you want. And yes, we do need to do that again. And there's a few people here that are in the area, but I am planning on doing another one soon. But right now, and some of these people know where I work. I'm getting killed right now. So if you're late to the party,
I'm just going to throw it in there to you, Jody, that I'm only
uh,
about 2.5 hours from you, so we can
oh,
throw
I
one
know
of the
you are.
hellacious get together.
Yeah, and it's nice too. And for someone that lives 2.5 hours away, I have a beautiful guest room with TV set up, breeding chair, everything. I mean, if you need to crash, and we have a camper trailer that it is plugged in and ready to go if someone needs to crash for the night. And that's like
Well,
a hotel suite.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. I'm not. Yeah, I'll be there for the duration.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. That's great. So, how many we got, Becca? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think, on the wheel. That's good.
Yeah. It does not help. Well, we still have a few minutes here. So if people are just now joining, and I don't know if they are or not, but if you're just joining, or if you're like tuning in from another format, maybe if you're on like trying to link in through Facebook or something else, go to YouTube and where we can see the chat, and you still have plenty of time to get in on the spin for 8:30. Just go in and type Becca is awesome, put me in, and we'll get you added to the wheel. So I know earlier there was a lot of names on there, but there's people that's probably were on and dropped off and things like that. But we had some rules laid out ahead of time, and we're trying to follow those rules.
Yeah. No, it works. It works.
Yeah, I do see, but my channel, guys, is VR 180. I can't live stream VR 180.
No, we got to do StreamYard
All
right now.
right, Becca is a 21090. Todd finally got on the
Yeah, he's and then he'll pick somebody killer to donate it to. So and I'd say Daniel H will too. So yeah, it's cool. It's fun. I love that.
I'll tell you what, Todd, if you win, let me know if I'm out of bounds. If you win the nosing kit, you will choose someone else, but you will also share the samples with them because I'm going to give you a 2 ounce pour, which means you can have it with them. And you, and that person can do the private tasting together. Let me know if that works.
Jody, what's one of your go-to whiskeys? We've not talked about that.
All
Like
of
you
them.
have it when you see it.
No.
I got mine right here.
Which one was that? Oh, Knob Creek. Yeah,
Single
the
barrel.
9 year. I mean, I like really what man. I don't really have a go to. I swap around a lot
Yeah.
between the bourbons to remind myself of the notes, and I try to glide through back and forth. I mean, really, honestly, my go to is Coors Light because we have to stay rehydrated after we drink all this bourbon. That's Miller Lite. Now, there's someone on this stream right now watching that you are now close to their heart,
Good.
and I know who it is.
Good. Because yeah, I've got to have something a little secondary. You know what I mean? I
Oh, we have a
have a little
cliffhanger.
secondary.
No, not with the Coors Light. No, 210. No, Todd, you're not with that. No, I like
Whoever.
Knob Creek, but I like to move around between
Yeah,
the
I've got the
bourbons.
rye. I've got a. I did a store pick rye. Yeah, I love the rye. The Knob Creek rye does not, even the 120 proof I've got doesn't give me a whole lot of mint. It gives me a lot of that throat punch on the back end. Hey, Robert Scott, you need to say
Robot
Becca is
Scott, get
awesome.
on the wheel, man.
Robert, just
All
say
you have to
Becca is
do
awesome.
is type Becca is awesome, put me in, and you are on the wheel. And you can even misspell it. It's supposed to be with K's, Bekka, but you can put Becca, and we will still put you on the wheel.
Yeah, man.
And I know Robot Scott does not feel special because I do not have the
Did I
promo
say
for him.
Robert Scott? I'm sorry, Robot. Robot Scott. That's been some whiskey, buddy. We're celebrating 500 subs. Don't listen to me.
But Todd and Andy at 210, they have the
Yeah.
whole Scott thing, they do with the.
Todd, Todd, I don't know if you saw my chat last night, but you have got to do better on the merch. Fat boy shirts. Get some fat boy sizes. I
Mm.
love everything you got. I just need something that fits. Because if I put on a XL, I'll fart and blow my damn shoes off. So that's not going to help anybody. So
So
sorry,
you a
Jody. I didn't
double?
mean to. I didn't mean to take
Are
over.
you a double XL or a triple
Yeah,
X?
I'm a double. I'm a double, and if I want to get really loose, I'm a triple. Depends if it's going to draw up. Like these are dry fit shirts I've got coming to my website that are not
Oh, see, now I will tell you
etched.
this, and Todd gets so much abuse when he is doing the wheel. I haven't been able to watch them in a little while. They come on a little late for me. I'm uh, too
You're right,
young.
Jody. Yeah, I'm with you, buddy.
I have to go to
Yeah.
bed to get ready to go to work, make money the next day. I'm not all monetized on here. So,
No.
but no, I try to jump on, and I try to jump on to Oji-san's pre-party. That's always fun, and then I try to at least watch some of 21090 stuff, but
Sure.
it's tough for me these days. Tuesdays are rough. I mean, the first 3 days of the week for me are usually the roughest: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursdays starting to get that way. Fridays are good. So Thursday night, if somebody wanted to go live on Thursday night, I can usually jump on then. But it's pretty scarce on Thursday night.
Yeah, my schedule is Friday at 4:30. Welcome to the weekend, I call it. I usually go from an hour to 2 hours. Basically, just talk about what anybody wants to talk about in the chat. I always open it up if anybody wants to go live with me. You're welcome on. That's pretty much just almost like an open forum. And sometimes I'll have whiskey choices that we'll do that afternoon. I think 2 weeks ago we did a wild turkey blind. Then our big night is Sunday at 8 p.m. And I know it's the same time as it's bourbon night, but I don't think Chad and Sarah are really upset that I'm taking, 40, 50 viewers from them. But the
Well,
way
and
we
on
all, the
Friday
way we
night,
all, the way we all rotate amongst channels, you're not really taking anything from anybody. But
well,
Sunday
the more,
nights is
yeah,
yeah. Go
and
ahead.
the more channels you get to know, the more you can't step on somebody's toes. I
Yeah, no,
mean,
it's there's there's a guy amongst us that likes to get. I'm not gonna say his name, but uh, in the community that likes to throw shit at people about going on when he's on or going on after this, and I'm like, dude, there's no TV guide here. You've
right.
got to do it number one when your schedule permits, like Jody's talked about with his work, and with me, I've locked down those 2 times that works for us. So I mean, if you can get on, great. If not, no big deal.
I
You
will
know.
say this: Robot Scott's screwing this up on purpose, but Robot Scott probably has every bourbon I have, plus probably some I wish I had. So I'm not gonna force
I
him
need to
to
hit him up for samples.
get on the wheel. Um, you know, and that's not what the giveaway was about anyway. But now I was hoping to get more folks on the wheel. But hey, the fewer the people, the better the chance you have.
We're almost an hour and a half in, guys.
Yep, we are getting really close. We have 4 minutes to put Becca is awesome. Put me in.
Jody, you gonna do the nosing stuff last? That's what I would do for the grand prize.
No, I'm gonna give
You do
away the
it first.
nosing kit
Well, that
first.
gives everybody a shot first. That makes better sense.
Right.
Yeah, I got it.
And then we'll take them off the wheel, and then we'll do the next spin, take them off, and do the last spin. So no one's gonna win twice.
You know what? I hate that shit. I hate that. I've been a part of so many giveaways, and I know if somebody puts in $100 and it's $5 an entry, and you've got 10, 20 entries. As soon as you win once, I think that ought to bump you out. Because a lot of
Well,
people can't afford $100 entries.
Well, and but that's one way to make. I mean, it's like a raffle, right?
Yeah,
Pay
it
if you
is.
pay
It
to.
very much is.
This is not a pay to play though.
Yeah,
So, if you pay to play,
I love
then yeah,
this.
some of us aren't all sophisticated, and we can't take money. Yeah,
Uh,
you know what, Robot Scott emailed me, and it took me a couple of days, maybe 3 or 4 days to make the nosing kit. I can tell you exactly what I did, and you can do it too.
let's see here, Jody. I tell you what, I'm gonna throw a sample into the giveaway. Let's do the store pick we did with the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. I'll send a sample of that to a winner.
Okay, so
So
we will
just add
do
that.
a fourth spin then.
Yep.
And we are 2 minutes away from the first spin.
No, Scott just wants someone else to do it for him. Bourbon Bounty
Yeah, okay.
2019. Am I
Well,
right?
you gotta type Becca is awesome. Put me in, and then we'll put you on the wheel. Yeah, that is nice. Now, if you have not subbed to Whiskey Knows, do that now.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm one away from what Mike Stahl. He sent me a message a minute ago. I'm at 379.
All right, we're
Getting
almost
close
to
to
380.
400, guys. Thank you all so much.
All right, so I'm gonna pour one more bourbon before we do the spinny wheel thing, and what I'm going to
Thanks,
pour
Shane.
is I have a store pick I'm going to pour. This is the Yellowstone.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. What's your proof?
The proof on this one's 115.
Same proof.
Yep.
Different
This
store
is
pick.
D's Wine and Liquor store pick
Yeah,
there.
this is my boy Thomas at B&B.
All
What was
right.
your barrel date, Jody?
Barrel 9/20/16.
Mine's February 23rd, 15.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a $60 killer bottle, guys.
Yep, it is. It's a nice bottle. All right. Oh, I love that one. This is a really good pick.
Guys, thank you for whoever just subbed. We're at 381. Cheers. The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Thank you.
Oh yeah, right there.
That's
Thank you.
awesome.
All right. I get confused sometimes. Okay, we are at 8:30, and we are about to spin the wheel for the grand prize winner of the nosing kit and 3 sample bourbons.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Becca, please spin that wheel. We have
He's gonna get to give it.
Todd got the nosing kit. Dude.
See, I told you, Todd, this would be fun. Todd's getting ready to put the chat. Screw y'all, I'm keeping it.
All right.
Todd's one of the best whiskey nosers around, man.
Yeah,
He
he's
picked
pretty good. Now, I knew Todd before he got into whiskey that much.
Yeah. Oh,
I
man,
was with him when he was just tripping over his shoelaces trying to get into whiskey.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I have to get with Todd and Andy and figure out if I found them or they found me, because it's been for the last 4 or 5 months. I've loved it. Tuesday
All right,
nights.
now Todd is off the wheel.
Yeah, or Todd can say who he wants to win, right, Jody?
Well, we'll work that out later.
Okay.
Spin number 2 is going to be Dixie.
It's awesome.
All right.
Congratulations, Dixie.
Let's take that off the wheel. Now, before we spin this last one, let me remind people what this is for. This spin is for 3 samples of bourbon from my shelf.
Okay.
And you get, I'm gonna pick them, but I'm gonna pick a beginner, what I could call a beginner bourbon, a medium moderate bourbon, and a more complex bourbon.
Yeah.
And I can either label them and send them to you and you're on your own, or I can label them and send them to you and then we can do a tasting together. But the best way, what I suggest, is we do a blind tasting where I send you A, B, and C.
That's
We
exactly right.
schedule a time. It won't stream live in front of the studio
Unless
audience.
you want to.
Unless you want to, but it'll be a private tasting, and we will nose and taste the bourbons, and then after we do that, we will reveal what they were. Now, if Todd gives away the nosing kit, I will still honor that live tasting if he wants to give it away to someone else. Same thing. So I'll ship that to whoever, but it's going to Todd with 3 samples. Now that that's out of the way, let's spin the wheel for my last giveaway, and then we'll spin for yours.
Wow, guys, we're at 381. Thank you all. Awesome. That's all unbelievable.
And we have the Whiskey Friend.
Awesome.
All right. Now, this next spin was not.
Did you see that, Jody? Did you see what Todd said?
What did he say?
Robot Scott. I said give it to Robot Scott.
Oh, he's going to give it to Robot Scott. Well, Robot Scott doesn't need me to do a private tasting with him and teach him how to nose and taste bourbon. That guy could probably teach me. Okay. So
Dixie would be awesome. Crazy Ann would be all. I'd keep my mouth shut.
He gave it
Spin
to Robot
4.
Scott. Yep. All right. And so now this spin was not planned.
Did you see
This
that, Jody? Whiskey
what's
friend
that?
said, "Fellas, I'm in the UK. We spin it for somebody else." Jody,
Do what now?
Whiskey friend said he's in the UK. It's too much trouble. Respin it for someone else.
Oh, okay. There's ways to do that, but if you want to spin it for someone else, we will. Um, there's hand sanitizer that has to get across the pond. But anyway, um, we can do that. So
Cheers, Todd and Whiskey friend, for doing that
let
again. That's awesome,
yeah,
guys.
let's spin again for that one. And it's Shoe Man Foo. That actually saves on shipping.
Which even spin was that, Jody?
So we
Which
went from shipping to the UK to not shipping at all. Now,
what was that for?
that was for 3 sample bourbons and a
Okay,
private
yeah,
tasting,
spin
if
number
they so
2,
choose.
wasn't it? So that was spin number 2.
That was it for me. I had Nose and Kit
It went
to
to
Todd, Dixie, and Shoe Man Foo. That
okay.
was my
Sure.
3.
All right, so this is my spin here for the
So this
double
is your
Woodford
spin.
double oaked. Okay,
Yes, for a sample of the double oaked
store
is a
pick.
store pick.
Yeah.
And that goes to
Hey, my new
Dixie.
subs.
There it is. All right. So there. Now I'm going to put, again, my email address in the chat. That is who you send if you won one of the first 3 drawings. And we will connect on there. We'll get shipping address. We'll do all that.
Mine's in the chat, guys.
All right. And then we have Whiskey Nose. That's for Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla.
Yeah, you're gonna love this, man. I'll send you. I'll send you. Hold on a minute.
Thanks, Micah. Oops.
You get a big sample.
Well, 210. Todd, we're gonna work it out. We're gonna work this out. If you want to, you won fair and square. It's your nosing kit, okay? If you want to spin for it on your channel now, I will honor the whole thing. Whoever wins from your channel, I will honor the whole thing and go to them.
That's a great idea.
Call it like a bonus spin on your channel.
Jody, that's killer, dude.
And that way, you just let me know where to ship it to and who won, and I'll ship it to them, and I'll try to be on the channel when we do it. I can't make any promises. I don't know what my schedule is going to look like.
Yeah, that's killer. Yeah, Todd said, okay, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Because, again, fair and square, man. You won it. So, yeah, we'll do it that way. And that's the gift that keeps on giving. Because what does he say here? Ta-da!
How many people, hey, Jody, how many people didn't win? 4?
4. Yep.
Let's see. Let's see if we can take care of that.
There's one of them. Well, there's 2 of them I see on the wheel I'm going to take care of.
Shit. The Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla. Look up in the chat. It's whiskeynose21@gmail.com. I'd like to get everybody something that got on the wheel. Oh, I've got a good sample. I've got a little sleeper that I've learned to like since I've got down the neck pour. And most people may throw their hands up, but this is a sleeper bottle.
Now you know, Whiskey Nose, Crazy Ann's in Norway.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good Lord, she's even sexier because she's a Norwegian. God, I love
I'm
Crazy Ann.
gonna get a shirt that says that. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's do a sample of the Jim Beam single barrel
Okay.
for somebody.
Jim Beam single barrel.
And it'll be a big sample like this. It'll be a bunch.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know the ounces, but probably
Looks
6.
like about 6 or
Yeah, I think it's 6 ounce.
All right.
Spend it.
Saucy Shane. You know, that's really, even at 6 ounces, Saucy can handle it.
Okay.
Yep. He can
Not a
handle
bad.
it.
Yeah, I think Shane will like this one. It's got some heat to it.
All right. So there's let's not worry about spinning again, because there's 2 people on the wheel
Okay.
right now that is going to come to my home for a bourbon tasting at some
Who's
point
left?
in time.
I'll do 2 samples of that Beam barrel proof if there's somebody left. I want everybody to win.
They're going to win.
Okay. You know,
Now, Crazy Ann wins when I do this.
Crazy Ann she wins when we're online. I just love Crazy Ann.
But I will tell you, there's 2 people besides Crazy Ann on the wheel that I know, and they're going to be fine.
Perfect. Great.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and
James
get the
Crazy
wheel off.
Ann.
Becca, you are absolutely awesome. Thanks for hanging in there with us, even as we drank too much bourbon. And you made the wheel go so smooth. Loved it, appreciate it, and I will see you later.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, thank you.
Awesome.
All right, so we're going to have to wrap this up soon, guys.
Let's do it, brother. I'm ready whenever you are.
Saucy Shane said he stepped out. What did he win? You won 6 ounces of. You tell him, Whiskey Nose. About 6 ounce pour.
Where the hell did it go? Jim Beam single barrel. A lot of people throw this under the bus, and I was one of the first to do so with Kevin. But as I've got down to the neck, and I was not a neck pour guy, I think that's a bunch of shit. It has gotten better. So I'm kind of transitioning into it, but I've got you a big 6 ounce pour coming your way, brother. Yeah.
Hang on just a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to type something in the chat. I was going to let Todd know that Becca only charges $85 an hour for her time.
No, it's $85 a spin, isn't it? Not how
No,
it
no, I can't afford that.
Yeah, there it is. I see it down there now, Jody. Haha, never mind. Yeah, Shane, I want you to try this, and I want us to get together live, either on Phil or somebody's stream. We'll talk about it. Maybe here with Jody or something later down the road. But this one's kind of creeped up on me. It's a $40 bottle, and it's a single barrel. I mean, the proof on it is 108. So this is a good single barrel starter barrel proof whiskey. I really do believe it is. So yeah, brother, I got it coming to you.
I mean,
WhiskeyNose21@gmail.com and Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Y'all email me. So
this is one that a lot of people also
Old
turn their
Tub.
nose
Oh
up
shit,
at.
dude. Read. Yeah, man, that is a
Yeah,
peanut dream. There's a
yeah,
great
this is
story under the
actually
unfiltered. If you read,
really, really good.
yeah, under the unfiltered in the red is a great little story about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
So
gave away Jody for Christmas like 8 bottles of that
yeah,
to family
because
and
it's
friends
cheap.
because I'm like, it's $20 bottle, guys, and it's freaking good. Hey, that's a great starter bottle, also.
Oh, it is. It's an absolute spot on starter bourbon. But it's even better than some of the other ones I consider starter bourbons because it has actually more notes.
Yeah,
It doesn't have a whole ton of depth to it, but it has
no,
more
it's
notes that you can pick out. A
yeah.
lot of nutty notes.
Hey, Joe, did you see what Crazy Ann said? She's got a
What'd
point.
she say? Well,
But work has a great deal to play in that.
yeah, it does, but I know live's easier. I guess I enjoy pain or something because, but I'm trying to get that, and YouTube's hawking me out like crazy right now. I'm on the cusp of, I hit the algorithms, and
Yeah,
man,
me
I'm
too.
getting pushed out my regular videos, and these
Yeah,
don't do
yeah,
much,
yeah,
after the live. But I do love going live. I love it. I love going live. I love entertaining and doing these things. But it's just that's not, and I can't be perfectly consistent. I can record a video ahead of time and then set it to publish later. All right.
yeah.
If people have to drop, that's fine.
Dixie,
Uh,
cheers. Thank you for
we're
coming
gonna
on.
we're gonna wrap this up, and we will.
Let me pour some more.
Yeah, we'll be wrapping up here in a few minutes.
Did a little single barrel sample giveaway.
So I'll see he's drinking your bourbon.
There's, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So remind yourself, and then tell us how good it is.
It's a, what I say, 108. It's a 108 proof. So the heat, the throat punch, the Kentucky rise, the Kentucky heat, and everything is so far on the back end. Like as you take it down, it slowly creeps back up, but it doesn't exceed that threshold of the
Mm,
palate to where it takes back over. You get the pepper note, you get the honey, you get the barrel, you get a lot of barrel. So I think that's pretty good. Thanks, Saucy Shane, buddy. Uh, yeah, email me, brother, for sure. But no, for a $40 bottle, it's a great little single barrel. And they give you the barrel number, and I don't want to read it because it's 207,045. So there you go.
yeah.
But
Well, you don't want to try to read it because you've been drinking too much. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah. So the amber doesn't knock you down. It's a light gold. The legs are loose, and you can see how fluid it is. It's not
Oh
really
yeah.
sticking. It's probably I would say it's a 2 to let me back that. I say 4 to 6 year guessing, but you get great graham cracker honey notes on the nose. But no, it's a great little pickup for the money, no doubt.
Mhm. Yeah, that Calumet Farms. You talking about the different notes? When I tried that on my last video
Yeah, I've got the
at
14.
15.
I've got the
Yeah,
14.
I almost went for the 14. I
I
almost
did.
did.
Yeah, I did a
Um,
little sampling, Jody, between the 14 and 15 in the store. And so help me God, I picked this son of a bitch up 2 weeks later, the 15 started coming out. And I'm like, wonderful. But
Yeah.
I enjoy this bottle. In my taste, I like the 14 better than the 15 because I get different flavors.
Hmm.
I think the 15 has a lot more barrel notes because of the age statement.
Yep.
But that's me. Doesn't make anybody wrong. It doesn't make me right. So
Well,
if you
no,
see either one, they're great. They really
well, and
are.
like I've always said, whiskey, not just bourbon, and I say
Yeah.
bourbon because I have a bourbon channel, but whiskey is a personal journey. I mean, and people like different things. I mean, they still make licorice candy, even though there's people out there that can't stand the flavor of licorice, right? But some people like it, some people don't. Some people, different notes resonate with them. They're going to like different bourbons more. And it's not that they're right or wrong, and it's not that that bourbon's better or worse. It's about what sings to you, you know,
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
drinking it. And I really like the Calumet Farm 15 year. It has
Sure.
allspice, cinnamon undertones,
Oh
but there's a
shit, dude.
lot of oak. There's a lot of oak over it, and but it has those spice fruit notes, like the dark, like roasted
Oh
fruit, like
hell.
you know. And when I was on the video, I said, "Man, this is going to be good at Christmas.
Oh
This
god,
is
yeah,
going to be
man.
really good at Christmas time."
Crazy Ann says loose legs. I said, if you ever
Yeah,
watch Whiskey Nose, I'll throw out some damn one liners that'll, shake your boots. But this some of this stuff, man. Well, I don't care. It just to each your own. Uh, Shit, I was gonna tell. Oh yeah, what about spread legs? Uh,
I'm all
yeah.
over it.
Uh, Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Now,
And
Shoe
I had
Man
one for
though.
you at Crazy Ann, and I totally lost it. I had it.
Yeah, I know. See, she'll do that. She'll
Damn it.
distract you and make you feel foolish.
Yeah.
Crazy
Oh,
Ann.
I know what I was gonna say. The 15-year compared to the 14-year, I wouldn't kick either one of them out of bed for eating crackers.
Nope.
No, they're both that good. They'll make your pung tongue fall back on you lollygigger, and your piss will get sprung. So
Now,
there
you
you
know,
go.
one of your newest subscribers, Shoe Man Fu, says he likes wheated bourbon, but I'm
Oh,
going to
dude.
ask him a question. Do you like, but I know he likes, so I won't even ask it. That MGP pour you got from Smoke Wagon's nowhere near wheated, and we like that.
Yeah. Yeah, weeded. I love
But as
weeded.
a Yeah, as a daily pour, I mean, yeah, he's thinking Weller up the chain to
Sure.
Pappy. That's all wheaters, and
Uh,
you know
Maker's Mark.
they're good. Well, Maker's Mark has a pretty
46
high
cast strength
malted barley
101.
count.
Yeah, it's you can throw the higher proof 101 makers into some of these blinds, and it will fool you. I'm proof of that.
Hmm.
But no, I've got the 101. I've got 3 or 4 deep, and I love the FAE 0121. It's
Hmm.
phenomenal.
I will say to Bill, Mister Shoeman Foo, uh, if you really,
Cheers,
really,
Bill.
really like wheated bourbon's the best, you can get it. You can get it at our store. Is go get you a bottle of Bernheim wheated whiskey.
Barenheim is very very solid. The color is phenomenal.
It's so
I don't.
soft,
I have
so
a dirty
soft.
mind. I
Now
already left it just a
it's
little.
wheat. There's no
Yeah,
corn in it. You
yeah,
know.
and it's great. That Barenheim. I don't know, Jody, if you've done this or not, but a drop or two of water will almost turn it
Yeah.
into a candy.
Yep. It
It'll
turns it.
turn into it. Yeah, I don't want to say Werther's or a Heath bar, but it turns it into like a sweet candy for
Yep.
me.
I was just about to say when you said water, I was going to say it turns it into a toffee shop.
Yeah. So
You know.
Werther's, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome.
I mean, that's like take Bernheim wheated whiskey,
What the
put a
hell?
couple of drops of water in it, and you have a mixer. You know, it's almost like you have a candied whiskey drink.
Fucking YouTube.
Oh, I believe it is spelled like that. Correct me, folks, if I'm wrong.
I think you're dead on it. Bernheim. Yeah, I think that's right.
Yep, Bernheim.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Hey, Bill, how about I just pour you a sample of it and hand it to you when we go play disc golf?
Shipping the proof and wood representative. Oh, hell yeah, man. Todd. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I need a sample of that old Carter rye, Todd, to go with the old Carter rye I've got. I'm just kidding. I don't want you to bust that bottle any more than you already have because I know how killer that is. So, yeah. Awesome. So, Jody,
Alright.
what's coming up for Bourbon Bounty in the next few weeks?
Oh,
Can you talk about it a little bit?
I can, but right now it's just going to be regular VR 180 posts. And guys, if you don't have the visors, the VR 180 visors, that's fine. You can watch my videos just like a regular video. But if you have them, it is absolutely like you're sitting on the other side of this table from me.
Yeah.
And for the full experience to watch it, find a table, clear it off, get your arms up there, put the visors on, because it looks like your elbow up on the bar with me. And right now it's not VR, so it's on the Logitech Stream Cam, and you can't see the table. But yeah, if you just get to a table, a pub table, and sit in a pub height chair and lean on it and have the visors on, it will look like I am talking directly to you while I'm doing my bourbon review. But
So,
right now, I don't have big plans. This was my big plan.
well, you nailed it. We've had a
You know.
freaking awesome
Oh yeah,
2
this was a
hours,
great
dude.
stream. I really, really enjoyed this, and we kept it moving.
Yeah, buddy. If you're ever available on Friday afternoons or Sunday nights, you're always welcome on Whiskey Nose. Those two time frames, Friday at 4:30 Eastern and Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, are always live streams. And like I said,
Yeah.
I'm working on trying to get some of these tasting videos back going with Jenny when she has time, because that's so much fun for us. And people are asking, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? And I've usually got it or getting it. So, yeah.
Oh, love honey.
Hey.
Oh, that's one that I picked up in Arkansas. Uh, that is Oh, let me grab one. Hang on. This is really good beer. It's yeah, it's a Bach. It's an amber Bach. Um, love honey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is
What's
Arkansas beer. It's made here at Lost 40 Brewing.
what's the ABV on that, Jody?
6.3. And so it's not a high ABV. It's think Shiner Bock, but sweeter with wild honey notes in it.
Oh, okay.
Man, it is fantastic. I almost want to pop it open, but I've had a lot of bourbon, so I'm not gonna.
Like you said, tomorrow morning comes quick, buddy.
Yeah, that love honey is fantastic.
just keep that out so I can get the samples out next day.
He said, now that I've won, I'll share you out. Well, we're about to end here in just a few. We'll stay on for a little bit longer. But the main part of the show is over. So, folks, if you're watching and you don't want to hang around, that's fine. But I am going to play an outro before we sign off. So if you want to see what that looks like, come in and stick around.
Yeah, and everybody that has subbed to Whiskey Nose tonight, man, thank you all. There's 8 of you. I can't thank you enough. That's a whole lot for somebody like me and Jody that are, you know, we're not great big. We just do tastings and tell you what we think, and you know what, this is what we do. So, guys, cheers! Thank you all for making us who we are. It's a big deal. It really is. So, cheers, guys.
And now that we're down to the end and it's 9 o'clock, we'll stay on a little bit longer. But I am gonna go get some water so I can rehydrate after drinking this bourbon.
Robot Scott, what do you got to talk about that bottle? What, number one, can you tell us what you paid for it? And number two, can I buy a sample? Possibly.
This is my water.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy.
Yep.
The old Whiskey Nose cooler koozie here.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know where you found that, but you hit a freaking. That to me is the ultimate home run.
Now, what did he have again?
He found the Old Carter Batch 6.
Oh shit!
I've had. I think I've had like 7, 8 batches of Old Carter tastings.
Yeah.
Batch 6, Batch 5 and 6 are my favorite. And Dan and Julie from Lifetime Whiskey just sent me the sample of the rye.
Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa.
She missed the drawing.
That's right, Vanessa. Go sub to Whiskey Nose. I'll send you something. I have batch 9 open. Yeah, I'd love, dude. If email me whiskeynose21@gmail.com and I'll trade you something for a sample of those.
See, that's what we need to do more often. You know, I mean, look behind you, look behind me, and if Robot Scott, hey, here's what I'll do right now. Since we're at the end of this thing, and I'm not going to be on that much longer, but I will go on ahead and do this. Right.
I love it. Go ahead, Jody. I'm sorry.
So if anybody wants to come up, I'll be on here till about 9:30. And then once we get to 9:30, I might say, okay, 9:45. And then maybe, you know, but I'm not going to go much past that. But the show's kind of over at this point. But we don't know how to end it. But I just posted the link in StreamYard, or for StreamYard in the chat. If anybody wants to come up, if I see you pop up in the basement, I'll bring you up and we can talk, whatever.
Old Carter might be the best whiskey I've ever had.
Here's Shoe Man Foo.
Hey, buddy.
Whatever.
Cheers, brother.
Carter.
Cheers.
Whiskey I've ever had.
Oh, can you mute something there? We're getting feedback.
Yeah, he's got YouTube going.
Yeah, mute your YouTube. Got it?
Yeah, Vanessa, sub to Whiskey Nose if you can.
Oh, no, Vanessa, I didn't. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Thank you.
Always awesome to have you in the chat. And thanks for stopping by to celebrate my minute little victory of 500.
Hey, I tell you what, hopefully in the next month or so, we'll be doing this for me. So, yeah, we'll do it again, guys.
So what you have in the glass, Bill?
It's dark. I'll tell you that.
This is Buffalo Trace.
Oh, really?
Oh wow.
Yep. Just regular
There you
old
go.
race.
Yeah, that cut glass makes it look darker. It's
That's
the light.
it's fancy.
See,
Hey, you know what,
pinky
Jody? We
out.
missed that, Jody. We missed that on the beginning bourbons. That should be the first allocated bourbon you should pick up. I think.
Man, it is incredible. It's a great daily.
Yeah.
Anytime I see it, I get it just to have it
Yeah,
because
man.
I just like drinking it. I mean,
I agree.
it's not special, but it's just a great drinker.
I agree.
Yeah, I decided just to type that while y'all were talking. So I'm used to being in the chat on these things. So it's nothing for me to just like chat it up with people when we're on the live stream.
Man, I love it, man.
At Whiskey Nose. Oh, he unsubbed. Oh, all I saw was I unsubbed, and I was like, what? And I brought it up. I thought he was gonna say because you don't like something, and I was like, gonna be like, don't be petty.
Oh no. Daniel H is one of my best friends, so he could thumbs down, middle finger. It don't matter.
Whatever. That's the way Bill now.
Yeah, he's got a. Let me see. Daniel, it got shipped out today because I was out of town. He's got a one, two. He's got
Thank
about
you.
a $300 box on the way to his house,
All
hand
right.
delivered.
So the guy in the right here, every weekend that it's not lightning, storming, pouring down rain, we're on the disc golf course and we play 2 rounds on Saturday and Sunday.
Wow.
Yep,
I love
dynamic discs. And trust me, if you have never played disc golf before,
No.
and you think it's easy, come here and we will show you, and we will destroy you on the disc golf course.
Well, hell, I don't doubt it.
Hey, Robot Scott.
Hey,
I
how's it
can't throw
going?
a damn frisbee in the ocean, let alone in a damn horde trap. That's on those golf courses. Have you all ever seen Donnie Baker on YouTube?
Donnie
I have
Baker.
not.
Donnie
No.
Baker. He plays this damn old Tennessee redneck, and
Purple Tube.
he talks about the actual. I don't want to call. Y'all help me out here, guys, because I don't want to insult anybody. When you throw the disc, the frisbee into the chain thing, what is that called?
Basket.
Okay, he calls
Hanging
them horde
chains?
traps. He calls them horde traps. I'm telling you, dude, you got to go watch it. If you ain't seen Donnie Baker, man, oh my God. But yeah, he calls them horde traps. But yeah, disc golf is. If you play disc golf, you've got a special talent. Because
That's fun. I mean,
I
it's
can't
just
imagine. It's awesome.
it's just something to start your day off on the weekend. You just get up early and get your day started with a little bit of walking, a little bit of physical exercise, and
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's a
Pack
good
a
way to
cart.
start your day off.
Do they have carts? Because I need a cart.
Oh,
I
they
have a cart.
got pull carts and push carts, but not like electronic golf carts and stuff. No, it's not like that.
Oh, really? Who is the husband who plays on the PDGA tour?
I'll tell you what, man. Daniel knows everybody.
I know, but I want to know who it is because trust me, we watch this shit all the time. We know who the
Disc
players
Golf
are.
Association. See, I catch on.
So is your customer Hannah Macbeth?
Jody, I'll be right back. I got to
Sure.
grab a beer.
Hey Jody, like I think I posted in the
Last name Ingersoll.
I don't know that person.
No, I don't either. But there's a lot of folks. Now we only see the league cards and the and the chase cards, and so there's a lot of people just like in ball golf, right? Regular golf. There's a lot of folks. All of a sudden they come up and they're starting to do well in a tournament. And you're like, who the frick is that?
Yeah, I was talking to Rebecca on text, and like we need to get another tasting going. And I said I'm willing to donate some Blantons for the tasting.
Oh, nice. Now, not that Blanton's is like super great. I think it's just super grenade and hard to get. But hey, you know,
But it's
what do you wait,
we
wait, wait.
should live stream it, and that way everybody can see what everybody thinks about the Blantons. You know,
Well, and I tried to live stream one of our tastings, and nobody wanted me to live stream the tasting or record it. I was going to record it in VR 180.
well, I think we could handle that.
All right, now that we know each other better. Okay, Robot Scott, give us your opinion on Blanton's.
On Blanton's,
Mm-hmm.
it's great at $55,
Mm-hmm.
and it is not great at $150 of what it is today. And there should be no reason it's that hard to find.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I've only ever bought it at a store, you know, at retail. So
Yeah, it's a great at retail. You know, $55-$60. It's great.
yeah,
You know, $100 around here, $150
yeah,
for that amount of money. I could buy a lot of really much better bourbons.
you're right. Yeah. Now I would pay for like some. Jody knows how much I love Weller Antique 107. I'm like,
Yes,
it's good,
I
man.
do.
It's killer.
He was buying pours
I was, and
of Weller Antique 107 when there was Old Carter and all this other shit on the shelf. He was buying pours, paying good money for 1 ounce pours of Antique 107.
yeah, we had CYPB and Pappy on the shelf and Old Carter and all kinds of stuff, and I bought some Antique 107.
That's your jam. That's your jam. You know.
Man, that's good stuff. I'm telling you, it's
Yeah, I mean, I used to drink. That was one of the big ones that got me into bourbon. I used to drink that a lot back in the day, but I just won't drink it now because I'm not paying what that price has come up to. I mean, that used to be a $27 bottle,
yeah,
and
man.
now you're lucky to find it for 70. I mean, I don't know what it is in your area.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's 50 retail now.
I don't think
You're
MSRP
right.
is even still that.
it's 65 for me.
See, I don't think it's worth 65 anymore.
Nah.
No.
I mean,
But-
I like 107 better than I like Weller 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weller Full Proof is probably worth $100-$150.
Yeah,
I do really like that.
Yeah,
Well,
you
here's the thing:
you're
we're in
now
North
across the
Carolina.
line of something
Carolina.
you can't find.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
you can't,
sucks, man.
you can't get any Weller at all in North Carolina.
Oh yeah, I'm in Maryland, and we've rarely seen. If you do see it, it's sitting there with like a $299 price tag on it or something crazy.
Exactly. Like I'm going to Louisville in over Thanksgiving, so we're gonna take a little hour trip up to like Cincinnati, and we're gonna hit up. You know, we're gonna start hitting up all the stores, and
Yeah, I mean, Ohio and Texas are the land of Weller.
that's right. Yep.
I was driving from Florida. We went to Disney several years ago, and I'm in North Carolina, so we drove, and we were driving through Georgia, and I said, "Hey, I want to stop at a liquor store before we hit ABC crap." So we pulled in, and they had a big giant bottle of Weller. I'm talking about the big, the big double bottle, and I saw it up there, and it had $36 on it. That was a green label Weller Special Reserve.
Yeah, I remember
That's
those
what the
days.
shit's worth. And I said, "Do you have that in 750 milliliters?" She said, "We don't buy that crap but just in these tanks, And I said, "Well, give it to me because it's." And I bought that, and I bought a pot still, the Willet pot still while I was there, and I bought a couple other ones, and but yeah, I had that Weller sitting on the shelf over here and we just polished it off and got it down finally to a bare minimum, and I poured it in my infinity bottle and did away with it. But do you do an infinity bottle, Robot Scott?
I do.
Okay. Nice.
What's your definition of an infinity bottle?
It's where you drink bourbons down to where you have like this much left in them, somewhere down in here. And then you just pour them into another empty bottle like you have, and you keep when you drink them down a little bit, you pour it in, and you kind of like you can keep a list or not. It doesn't matter. It's no one's list is going to be the same. It's like a fingerprint. It's whatever and you don't know. You're not measuring like exactly. I'm putting 1.2 ounces in or whatever. So you just pour the bottom of the bottle bourbons right before you kill it into your infinity bottle, and you blend all of these bourbons together and just keep tasting it over time.
Are you not afraid it tastes like crap?
Well, I mean, it
no,
doesn't.
I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it.
Yeah.
I have decanters with whiskey nose on them and stuff, and I put special stuff in that. I
don't put anything in it that I don't like.
Right.
So like my infinity bottle is all barrel proofs that I like, and it's the end of the bottle.
Yeah.
If you put crap into it, it's going to taste like crap.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Crap
Crap in,
even
crap
though you're
out.
at the bottom of the bottle doesn't mean it's going to be good, right?
But it doesn't mean it's going to be crap either.
Yeah, you're
Anything
right.
with a screw off top and it's made out of plastic, that doesn't go in the infinity bottle.
What bourbon would you buy?
No Maker's Mark for you.
What bourbon would I buy for $150? Probably buy. If you can find Old Carter for $150, I'd buy all of those. But
yeah,
I mean, I'm happy when I find it under $250.
It depends on where you live.
That's my limit on Elmer T. Lee. And say what you want, but it's
$250 or $150. Oh.
$150.
$150. Oh yeah. $150
whiskey. Yeah.
That's a. Are we talking?
Point, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. It depends if you go MSRP. Then you can name lots of whiskeys.
Oh yeah, I know.
But if you go at reality, $150.
Wait, before you answer that, what's the most you've paid for a bottle of bourbon?
$400.
Yeah.
Holy shit. What was it? Being Pappy?
No, it was Four Roses Al Young.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Special edition.
yeah. I'd have done that with you.
And I paid about that much for a Four Roses LE one year, I think, for the 130th anniversary.
No, the one I paid $150 for and would do it again is the Elijah Craig 18. I just think it's more about the mouthfeel on that than the notes, but they are really, really good. But it's one of those bourbons that for $150, I think it's well worth it. I wouldn't kill it in a weekend or anything because you're wasting money. But to enjoy a shot every once in a while, a good pour every once in a while. And I did one tonight, a pour, and it was fantastic. And it just makes you, it's one of those ones where you, even if you're a novice, when you taste it, it's like, I'm not an art critic, but when I'm standing in front of a gorgeous piece of art, I recognize that there's complexity to that art, and it was hard to make. But when you drink this bourbon, it's like you're in it's elevated above the other shit on the shelf. Put it that way. I'm not saying it's like fantastic and the best thing you've ever had.
Yeah, Jody, this is going to be our holiday bourbon.
Yeah, it's a holiday bourbon. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that to my parents when we celebrate the holidays this year. It's still plastic, so yeah, that's maybe I luck into another one or two. So yeah, I'm with you on that. When you were tasting that at the start of the stream, it was killing me not to open this bottle. Hey,
so $150. I think I'd probably spend it if I had to spend the whole $150. I think you can get some of the four gates for $150. Otherwise, I'd definitely pick up a Wild Turkey, whatever the Master's Keep is. That's out at the time.
Keeps.
Yeah, that's good.
Daniel H will tell you about the Master's Keeps because he's got about 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah,
I know I kind of gave it a so-so review, but certain releases of this are really, really good from Texas.
Yeah, the Garrison Brothers.
Now,
they're expensive.
120 maybe, but
yeah,
I think they're more. I think they're a little overpriced, but not much. Now, I think like Little Book.
They're
I think
cowboy.
Little Book is more overpriced than that.
Little Book, yeah, Little Book is definitely like hit or miss.
Little Book is one you want to buy just to put on your shelf, just to have a
Yeah.
Little Book.
Well, yeah, but
You
the
know,
problem with
it's-
Little Book is I don't want to like when I buy a lottery ticket, it's $2. That's why I don't play scratchers. Because if I spend $20 and don't win shit, I feel bad. If I spend $2 and don't win
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah,
fuck it. You know,
I would never buy a Little Book without having it at a bar first to know if you like
Right.
that batch.
I
Yep.
agree.
Because they
Daniel
change.
H.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
go ahead.
change. They change so dramatically from. I mean, each one's a different style, different kinds of whiskeys going into it. That you might like some and you might not like others.
Yeah, Daniel H. said, coming from
Bourbon.
Texas, Garrison Brothers is way overpriced for what you get.
yeah,
He's a
it
Texan.
is, but there is. I won't say it's good complexity, but there's a lot of complexity to that bourbon. Now, I'm
It
not
is.
saying it's always good.
Their standard stuff's not bad, but it's not. Their cowboy. I think it's the cowboy one, and that one's like $200 or something. That's not worth it.
No, it's not.
None of those are worth it.
Well, it's almost like the Kentucky Owl Confiscated. That's the worst batch ever, and that's the one that's sitting on the shelf for like $120, $30,
Yeah, the
and
one
no
that made the
one
most
wants to
of.
buy it. It's like, can someone get a clue here? We don't want that.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
The fucking
the
distiller's gone anyway.
the Carters did Kentucky Owl first. That's
Yeah.
what they started first, and then sold it off, and now they did Old Carter. And I got to try some of their wine because that's what they started with. And,
Yeah, I'm with you,
They're-
Robert, but I'd like to try that if I could find it.
yeah, they have amazing palates, obviously, because they have consistently put out every kind of wine and now spirits. So yeah, Todd and Andy have them on here shortly, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, and I know I did a review of the Garrison Brothers, and I said that I'm very sensitive to the wood tannins and the bitter that comes out. You know, when it ages too hot, too high of a temp, too fast, it pulls that out. But
Then it
I was
really
more
tastes.
critical. I didn't mean I didn't like it. When I did my review, and I got a couple of hate comments. Well, not hate, but hey, you don't
Shit.
like that? That's my favorite bourbon. And I'm like, well, did I tear them up that bad? No, I don't think I did. But I was very sensitive to the fact that it's aged at a higher temperature with a higher humidity, and it puts more bitter into the bourbon. And for the price is why I tore them up. If I'd paid $70 for it, I wouldn't have, been as critical in my review. But since I paid $120 for it, I'm gonna freaking eat you alive.
Yeah, I mean, value is always part of what we're all looking for too. We all want value in our money toward our bourbon.
Exactly. Look at what you paid for that Old Carter that you didn't like at all.
And
Didn't like it all. What? Huh? What?
Yeah, you heard me.
Which one?
If you guys like the Old Carters, have any of you tried the Four Gates?
No, he did not like the Old Carter at all.
who didn't?
You didn't.
No, it wasn't Old Carter. He gave me the that was gosh, what was it he gave me? He kept trying to pour me that pour, and I was like, we had drank like what 7 or 8 bourbons. I mean, we weren't like new to the night, and he poured me it was the Colonel E.H. Taylor American whiskey.
No, it was E.H. Taylor small batch or single barrel.
No, the Old Carter.
No, it was the Old Carter American whiskey.
American
Was that what it was?
Yep.
I don't know,
Yes,
man.
there's a American whiskey, there's a bourbon, and there's a rye.
Yeah, we were fricked
And
up. It
single
was
barrels.
Old Carter. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And we were fricked up that night. And the next day we come in, and I don't even remember what all I said to that guy. And the next day we come in, and he's like, hey, and he's talking to Bill, and he's introducing other people. Hey, how y'all doing? Come on, sit down, sit down. He goes, hey, to me. I'm like, and I said, Newman. And the guy over there, like the other guy, like died laughing because he gave me he's so Jerry Seinfeld Newman me that night, the second night we came in. I was like, whatever, dude. You gave me American whiskey and I'm a bourbon guy. You know, I was like,
Yep.
No. Old Carter could shit in a bottle and put the turd in it like a stave, and I would drink it.
that American whiskey was not that good.
So this was
Uh,
after trying Cafe 15 and then CYPB and E.H. Taylor. And then he gave us the Old Carter, and we're like, dude, this is shit.
But he didn't even give me like the Old Carter bourbon. He gave me the Old Carter American.
No, the whiskey.
The American whiskey's actually, I think, have won more awards than the bourbon.
I don't care. I had, you know, it's sort of like if you think popcorn and put a raisin in your mouth, right? You're not going to, it's going to shock you. And, you know, he gave me American whiskey. He's like, this is the best bourbon they have. And I'm like, oh shit, if that's the best bourbon they have, it sucks, you know, because I wasn't in the right frame of mind for it.
Eight pours in,
I agree
your
with
palate
that.
might have been blown anyways.
Yeah, it was totally gone. I mean, I had wobbly legs and weak palate at that point, you know. $80. Damn.
Oh yeah, that's worth little book. It's worth pulling trigger $80 probably.
Yeah.
None of them are bad.
Yeah, I'd do that all day long. Blended whiskey. Man, people coming in now, but they've done missed the drawing.
The drawing. The drawing, ain't that right, Jody? The drawing.
The drawing. Yeah.
But you can still sub to Whiskey Nose if you're coming in late. I don't
Oh
care.
yeah, you can always do that. Sub. But yeah, man. Let me go get another bottle of water, and I'll be right back.
Well, let me ask you guys this while Jody's gone. What's your favorite rye right now? Do you have a go-to rye?
I have always been a big fan of Pikesville, and it would be very difficult for you to knock down Pikesville, even though it's a barely legal rye, you know, basically a high rye bourbon. But
Yeah.
I just love Pikesville.
I have one that has, for me, Shoeman and everybody that has kicked Pikesville to second place, and that is the Jack Daniel's Tennessee Taster Rye. Holy shit, man!
Oh my gosh.
That is what I have decanted right here, and look at the color of that damn thing. Holy shit! 127.6 proof. Daniel's
Damn,
in the chat.
yeah.
Daniel, take it away. Daniel has had probably 6 or 8 bottles from me of this. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
This isn't the green label to that Jack Daniel's rye, right? That was the crazy one. I never found one of those.
This is the bottle that goes into the I don't know, called the single barrel rye. The one that's really hard to get in that pyramid bottle. That's like
The single barrel strength with the green label. Yeah, that was the one I wasn't able to find.
No, I swear by it, man. DC put me on that. Daniel, Nika. DC put me on that about 3 or 4 months ago because it was covered up in our area. Plus, I live in Tennessee where you can get all these Tennessee tasters. And I have probably sent out more than I have bought. I think, now I'm not kidding. Me and Daniel talked about it. I think I have bought probably in the last month and a half 40 bottles of this stuff to send to people or to hand deliver. It's my favorite rye right now. And Pikesville's number 2. But, you know, you put it in a blind, who knows where it stands.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I have not seen that in Maryland. It comes in the
Yeah.
little like smaller bottles. Or
Yeah, it's the I'll show you. My wife calls it the hobo bottles.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I have never seen that. So you like that better than Pike's Bill?
Oh, God Almighty, 127.6.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean that beats it out at 101 or
Yeah, but it does, it's all about the flavor and
Yeah.
everything. So yeah,
I have a Pikesville somewhere.
What do you think of Sagamore Rye?
Sagamore Rye gives me wonderful mint notes. It doesn't give me the great throat punch on the back end that I call it on whiskey nose. When you swallow and that damn heat rises back up and it just
The Kentucky Hug?
yeah, that's what I call throat punch. Yeah, it gives you a little bit of that, but it doesn't knock you down.
The barrel
But,
strength
yeah.
one, or just
No,
the
the
regular
barrel.
one?
No. The barrel strength one will knock your damn hair off the head. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, I like the barrel strength and the double oak.
Yeah. Oh God, the double oaked. You put that double oaked in a damn blind, dude, and if it doesn't top two,
Yeah, they're 15 minutes from me, so I have a little bit of a bias toward them too. But they're right down in downtown Baltimore, and I'm right outside of Baltimore.
oh my God, Marty's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, he's not kidding. We bought the shelf last, I guess it was Wednesday, for the Springbank 12 cast strength.
Oh yeah.
Well, Strain Fire and Ice, you are just fine, but you missed the drawing for the nosing kit that Todd from 21090 actually won, and we're not going to give it away yet. So it is here. This
But
is
you're not
the
too late
nosing
to
kit.
sub. String
Right
Fire
here.
and Ice.
Can you get
Yeah,
it
there it is.
closer? What kind of containers did you put up? Can you?
Those are cosmetic containers from Amazon.
Okay.
There
Great
is
idea.
24 notes. I have new oak, toasted oak, pine, corn, apricot, leather, coffee, tobacco, licorice, mint, herbal tea, clove, black pepper, cinnamon, chocolate, butterscotch, honey, toffee, vanilla, maple syrup, cherry, apple, raisin, rose. Those are the flavors that I put together in this nosing kit.
Now, is it essential oils, or what did you use to?
No, I collected actual things and I took a cap full of vodka in there with it. And the vodka's kind of neutral, but it gives you like a little bit of a alcohol, kick to it. But it's sort of like making extracts, and I pulled it all out. But trust me, it works. It's like making extract, but instead of putting a lot of vodka with a little bit of stuff, you put a lot of stuff with a little bit of vodka, and then when you open it, it blasts you like crazy.
So what did you use for like toasted oak and
I
leather?
have oak trees growing in my front yard.
So you toasted your own wood?
I did, and the downstairs of my house smelled like a fire pit for about an hour. I put them in a toaster oven. It was a Breville toaster oven, and I put it on one slice of toast to char of 6, and I put the wood on a tinfoil boat and put them in there, and it got them perfect. And then pulled them out, put them in the jar, put the vodka on them, put the lid on it, set it to the side. A couple of days later, you open it, and bam, it hits you like a ton of bricks. And it's a lot stronger than you're going to get out of the bourbon. But if there's a bourbon, if I say, hey, I get raisin out of this, and then you're like, I don't get it, like a noob, say, okay, smell this raisin. And I just took raisins and tore them in half and put them in there and then put a little vodka on them. Okay, yeah. Oh,
right. You
I
need
get
to create that scent memory library.
Yeah.
To be able to reference, to be able to get that flavor. If you don't have that already, where you can pull it down, then you're not going to be able to get those flavors and stuff.
Well, and it's one thing just eating raisins. Like, oh, I eat a lot of raisins, so I should know what raisin. But it's another thing if you put a little vodka in there and like rip them open and let that stuff come out, and then you sniff it under that nosing kit. Then you smell the bourbon, and then you're like, oh yeah, absolutely, that's in there. And
Mm.
it just sets off the light bulb. Let's see, what do we got going on in the chat? Talking to crazy, and of course,
Yeah.
everyone likes crazy.
I'm nursing the end of this Stag Junior because it hit in Maryland and I had no luck finding any. So I got a drink or two left, and then I'm going to be sad. It hit
Blake
yesterday,
Hurst.
and I hit yesterday, and I was too slow. It's all gone.
Well,
Yeah,
I hate it for you, Blake Hurst, but we already did all the giveaways tonight.
You can still sub though, Blake. Blake and
If anybody sees a Stag Junior, pick it up.
Yes.
yeah.
And Stream Fire and Ice, I took an old leather belt, one of the ones that were braided, all, like interwoven braided all the way around. And it was already breaking up anyway, so I was throwing it away, and I cut a bunch of the leather braids off of it, and I snipped them up. But when I cut them up into smaller chunks, I get like the new leather that's not worn, and it can extract that aroma out. And so I put a lot of those in there and put a little vodka in, and it just pulls the aromas right out of that leather. And it really lets you know what leather smells like in the, with alcohol. And it's not exact because no one puts leather in a bourbon barrel. But if we say we're getting leather from this bourbon, if you nose that, it can help you discern those notes.
Did you do a peanuts and peanut shell one in there? I think that would be.
I did not because for a couple of reasons.
I mean, you could do a billion things, so I mean, the
Right.
list could be endless. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do, and I almost did almonds in it, but I was like, well, people open peanut butter jars all the time. They know what peanut smells like, that nuttiness. I had to pick, I had to choose, and it was hard.
Mhm.
So, with the toffee, I wanted to juxtapose, I wanted them to know the difference between, because people know caramel, but there's butterscotch honey toffee, and they're really close, but
Mhm.
they're, if you nose them out of the kit, they're distinct. Excuse me, distinctly different. You can really start getting down into what makes them different, and that's why I chose. And I went around the bourbon wheel, and I'll just, all honesty, I printed the bourbon wheel out, from the Bourbon Society thing,
Mhm.
and I just circled things all around the wheel I wanted to include.
Yeah, sounds like a fun project.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those scent kits go for hundreds of dollars.
Oh yeah, that's why I created my own, because I wasn't going to spend $300 and then give it away to somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I spent $100.
Did you? I mean, with all that, did you make it so you made multiple kits, or did only a couple come
No,
out?
I only made one. I still
Oh,
have
yeah.
all the shit.
Oh,
I mean, I could make another one, but
yeah.
I don't have the jars.
Yeah.
But I still have all the stuff I used to make them with. And I have over half that vodka bottle left, that I used, and I just poured a cap full in each one,
Right.
and that's really what you want. It was Aristocrat vodka because it was the cheapest thing on the shelf. I love when cheap whiskey calls itself like Aristocrat, or vodka or whatever.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get running.
All right. Hey,
good seeing you
thanks
guys.
for stopping by, man. It's
No
always
problem.
nice.
Robot,
to
thank
see
you, buddy. Thanks for the sub. And I'll get this out to you, buddy. check me out, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen you
thank
around
you all.
recently, so
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
you're right. You guys have a good night. See you next time.
All right,
All
buddy.
right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace, dudes.
Yeah, Daniel, Legent, story behind it. If people don't know, Legent is a Beam Suntory product, Jim Beam, and they teamed up with a master blender from Japan. So Legent is bourbon blended by a master blender that makes Japanese whiskey. Now, here's the rest of the story. Japanese whiskey is made a la style of Scotch. So the Japanese went to Scotland, studied how they made Scotch and everything, then went back to Japan, locally sourced everything they needed to make Scotch. And they can't call it Scotch because legally Scotch has to come from Scotland, just like bourbon has to come from United States, but they can call it Japanese whiskey. But Hibiki and Nika and some of these other brands, I mean, they are fantastic whiskeys. If you have not,
They're
now
really,
they're a premium price, but they're really, really good.
they're really good. Enjoy them. They're really good.
But they're more like Scotch than bourbon.
Yeah.
But I like Scotch. I mean, I have Scotches on my other shelf. I have a private shelf over there
Yeah,
that y'all don't see behind me.
Yeah, I've
That's-
got. Thanks to Daniel H, I've got some Scotch that'll make you tap your foot, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't that guy a month ago, but right now, holy shit. I'm sorry for the language, but yeah, I love it,
well,
man.
one of my favorite is Hibiki.
That's
I mean, I love, and here's
Yeah.
Steam Fire and Ice. Hibiki is awesome.
Nika is it's Japanese. I don't really what you call Nika. It's Japanese whiskey, I guess.
Hmm.
It's not really Scotch.
Well, no,
it all
because
depends.
it's not made in Scotland, so they
Yeah,
can't call it
it's
Scotch.
it's freaking amazing, and that's what I got in the glass right now. It just oh Lord have mercy.
Yeah, there's some really good Japanese single malts.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's just say this. Full disclosure, full transparency. I was in the Air Force. I spent 4 years living in Japan. Domo arigato gozaimashita.
See,
Hukuru o hanashite kudasai.
Hi.
speak English. What the fuck? I
But
love you. I'm just kidding.
I'm saying that when you say the Japanese does X well, they do a whole bunch of shit really well.
Yep.
Okay. And they do it old school and they pass that down generation to generation. And they don't try to cut corners. They don't do that. That's where you get the finest Wagyu beef in the world. It took, generations of people like perfecting this shit forward. I mean, it's awesome. Wait, what does that say? Wouldn't hang out. Wouldn't hang out with us. What? I'm trying to figure. Yeah, but they can't call it Scotch. Because it's not made in Scotland. But Scotch can have caramel color. Added bourbon cannot. Yeah, I was joking with someone who was into Scotch, and they said Scotch is far superior to bourbon. And I said, "Oh, really? Then why is 60% of Scotch aged in used bourbon barrels?
Huh.
What's giving it all its good flavor? And that's not really true. They age it in sherry casks and other things, but Scotch does not have to be in new oak. It can pick up, like bourbon can be finished in sherry casks or other things or red wine
Yeah.
barrel. But for the first at least 2 years, has to be a new oak. It
Charred
could be
barrels.
charred, but nothing else has been in it. And here's another thing for the people who are still on watching at this hour. When you get a lot of caramel and vanilla out of your bourbon,
Mm-hmm.
that indicates a heavier toast on the barrel, not char, toast.
Yeah.
And there's a difference. When you char a bourbon barrel, you blast it with intense fire and you get to like a number 4 char, number 6 char. It's all about time spent blasting that in there. When you toast a barrel, you slowly heat it up like in an oven on the inside, and it slowly darkens and it starts bringing the wood apart and it releases sugars from the wood. And that's where you get your caramel and vanilla. So just because a barrel has been charred more doesn't mean it's going to be sweeter, but there's techniques to it, and the master distillers and all know what they want, and they will get more bitter, more sweet, more whatever to go with the mash bill they're shooting for, and then but it's a long process.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to head out. I've got an early morning and a big day. We've got UT football tomorrow night, and I'm a big Tennessee fan, so I've got to head to Knoxville
Yep.
tomorrow. Jody, congratulations, buddy.
Hey, thank you.
It's been a killer night. Great giveaways, man. I'm just honored to be part of it.
Hey, I hope we can get you on up there toward where I am now, and I
I
hope
will,
you.
man. I'm not. When I first started out, it was a whole thing about being monetized, 1,000 subs, and all that shit. And I don't give a damn. I don't care. I love being part of the whiskey community, and so does my wife when she's not working on papers for her doctorate. But oh, wait a minute. I'm probably getting ready to lose a sub from Steam Fire and Ice. Yeah, I am. My son's a UT grad. I coached baseball there for 4 years. So yeah, I'm a UT guy. So I hope that doesn't deter anybody. Crazy Ann, you're freaking awesome. I love you. I love your hat. We were talking about your legs earlier. So hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Kingsport. I don't care to tell you. Steam Fire and Ice. I'm in Kingsport. So yeah, I'm in East Tennessee. So hit me up, man. whiskeynose21@gmail.com. Sunday, I'm supposed to do a live stream with Shayla from Whiskey Central. Shayla does a whole lot of scotch and stuff like that. So we're supposed to do something Sunday. I need to reach out to Shayla. But yeah, our live streams, Jody, I'm just going to throw it out there real quick. Our live streams, Greene County. Holy shit. So I know we know a lot of the same people. So yeah, so just go ahead and sub to my channel and we'll work that out. So yeah, I've got Aaron, like I talked about, from Smoke Wagon coming on September 22nd. So here's how that works for me is I do not keep that closed. I'll have Aaron on for 30, 45 minutes, an hour. Smoke Wagon is sending me giveaway stuff, which is freaking phenomenal for free. So we'll give that stuff away. Daniel,
Yeah,
Daniel
I was going to correct that, by the way.
Go ahead.
UT is where my wife did her undergrad before she went to law school. That's University of Texas.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Check the dates.
Tennessee's
older than Texas.
It's both, y'all.
Yeah.
UT, horns up.
Yeah, you can horns it up all you want, but hell, I don't give a shit. if either one of them was paying my salary, I'd give a shit, but they're not. So
Yeah.
UT did for 4 years, but it's not anymore. But that's okay. But yeah, Daniel H is my freaking hero. So Daniel H, you can't see right here, but there's a shit ton of sample bottles back here, and 99.9% of them are from Daniel H and Zach. So yeah, that's a big deal. But yeah, I've got. So what I was going to say, Jody, was when I have Aaron on from Smoke Wagon, anybody that's a sub, once we open up the chat, if you have a question for Smoke Wagon, I will bring you in live if that's what you want to do, and ask the question.
I'll
Let
come
Aaron
on
ask.
live.
Yeah, and let Aaron answer it. So
Yep.
just that's how I do things. I had Bernie Lubers on a month or so ago from Heaven Hill. That's the way I did it with him. Was hey, send me a question or jump in live. But yeah, same thing I want to do with Aaron. I want everybody to be part of it. Whiskey Nose is about the community and everybody that's in it. So come on over. And like I said, guys, Jody, congratulations, buddy. 500 is a big deal. So
thank you all, guys. Thank you all.
Yeah. So everybody's emailed me. I've already seen it come through the email for the winners tonight. We'll do something again with Jody in the future. Bourbon Bounty is an awesome channel. So guys, keep coming back. But yeah, guys, cheers. Thank you all for everything. And if there's anything I can do for anybody, please email me, whiskeynose21@gmail.com. Crazy Ann, thank you for dropping the link. Todd, 21090, everybody sub 21090. Mike Stahl was here from Livewire Whiskey. Livewire Whiskey is basically an open chat all the time. They're going on live at 11 tonight after Mashing Drums, so if anybody wants to come over. But Bourbon Bounty, Marty is full of shit. Thank you, Daniel H.
Yep. I already had that up on the screen while you were
You're damn right.
Well,
Shoe Man Foo, cheers, buddy. Thank you, man, for subbing. I'll get your shit to you, brother.
I've enjoyed
Get together.
We're going to wrap this up because I have to be up in the morning and hit it again for an all-day event. Hopefully this rain will flow through, and Shoe Man Foo and I will be back on the disc golf course.
Land the plane,
Saturday.
Marty. I landed it, buddy. Jody, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
That's a number one, man. That's why we're here. Congratulations, man.
All right.
Love you, man. Thanks for having me on. Crazy Ann, you're still crazier than a shithouse rat. So,
thanks,
guys, hit
everybody.
me up anytime. You got any questions, hit me up, guys. Love you, man.
All right, man.
All right, guys.
All right. All right, we're not live anymore. That was the sign off, by the way. I did the little.
I don't even know where my glass went.
I don't either. I don't know where your glass went either.
I went downstairs and I came back up and it's all gone now.
No, I like doing the sign off at the end. I play the music, and do the thing.
Yeah. But for real, you'll do we should do a live tasting.
Yeah, we should. I mean, I tried to get you into that before, and you were like, I don't know, It's like, let me check and see what kind of. I'm gonna check my YouTube studio right quick and see what kind of views I've gotten on it. Go to analytics. Holy moly guacamole. Yeah, that's a lot of. Yeah, I've had more before. 80 views.
Like I said, I can bring. I got a bottle of Blanton's that hasn't even been opened, so we can We can put that on the tasting for whenever we do that.
No, yeah, that'd be great. And we could, I mean, so I haven't had Blanton's. Why would you put it against like regular old Elijah Craig?
I mean, it ain't nothing special, but it's just an opportunity to put it out there in front of everybody.
Yeah, let me go piss right quick. I'll be right back.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna go get a damn refill too.
Oh shit!
I'm here.
Wait a minute. Crazy Ann done jumped up on
You're
me.
still alive.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
I-
are.
Oh crap!